Oh! Running a tiny bit late, friends. Sorry about that. Boop, 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 doodle, 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 doodle. Where the bleep did I put that thing? There it is. Mint Meditation's here. Fave! Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm running late. Hot panic to get in front of the camera on a Friday. No, I'm trying to modulate down. I'm trying to modulate it down, locomotion. I'm trying to make it less screamy up here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's right. I'm having coffee with y'all. I'm having coffee with y'all. I'm not too good for coffee in the morning, even though it's 4 p.m. That's right. Turn that thing on, just so I don't suffocate while I'm doing this. How y'all doing? How you doing, Feifei? Oh, yeah. That hits. That hits. It's time for another edition of Tarot Morning Wisdom. Oh my God, is it the last bleeping one of May? May 29th, friends. We did it, May 29th, 2026. Say goodbye to May, say hello to June, and also say hello to a beautiful blue moon Sunday. Blue Moon Sunday. You're discombobulated, but I'm glad I'm discombobulated as well, Queen. I am glad to see you. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Hey, Brownie. Hey, Montana Hodge 92. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Woof. Discombobulation on a Friday morning. We're saying hello. We're just shaking the cobwebs out. Look, I look at my wristwatch, which I don't actually own. And I see that it's already like 3 minutes after the time that I'm supposed to be starting this thing. I'm like, Jesus God, what are you doing, phones? What are you doing, buddy? Do you take this seriously or not? Yes, I do. Of course I take it seriously. Hey, Cody, how you doing? Let's get this show on the road, shall we, friends? We know how we want to open this up. It's the final stream of May. Final stream of May. First stream of the summer is coming up on Monday. But between now and then we have, of course, a beautiful full moon, which we will be howling underneath, each and every one of us. As I wake my hair up. Wake up! Let's see. Mr. Open Phones, I'm about to get on a flight. You need a little Friday. Oh, dude. Well, first of all, let's crack open the session with the communal card. Right, Ball? How you doing, Ball? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom Ball. My name is Open Phones. And I am about to commence this session with the following piece of fourth dimensional information from my beautiful deck. Hey, Just Because, how you doing? And that piece of information is as follows. Oh, come on. Come on. It's a beautiful Page of Cups. What a beautiful thing to bring into our weekends, our Fridays, and our Junes, all at the same time. Hey, Zan. Yes, it's the concept of being on new emotional ground. New emotional ground, hopefully, all right? And if you're a seasoned veteran of emotional ground like so much of us are, if you feel like the battle-seasoned warrior of the heart, as so many of us do, then this is a beautiful reminder that that is not an obligatory position and that we are always allowed to reach inside of ourselves and find our inner Page of Cups and frolic away. Frolic, empowered inside of a creative sense of hope and possibility in the realm of the heart. In the realm of the heart. Boom! Let us begin. First of all, I know that Cody's about to jump onto a plane. Hey, Stella, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Stella. Cody, I see that you're about to jump on a plane. Where are you going, Cody? Where are you going? From Columbus to where? Wave hi to the Columbus International Airport for me. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, actually. Maybe 5 years. Jesus Christ. At any rate, here it comes. Cody, this is going to put you onto that airplane right now in good standing. Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. And for those who don't know, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm here to throw cards at your questions for free. That's right. Put your wallets away. Cody asks, Dirty Myrtle from my family vacay back to Cleveland for a wedding. Bang. Bang. All right. Incoming, Cody. Stella Scott, I absolutely do. Please visit my links and you will find out everything you need to know, or hit me up in the DMs. If you want a paid reading from me, I would love nothing more than to reach out and like make that happen. That's what I'm here to do. Cody, the cards have this to offer for you as you climb onto that airplane. You're going to be in motion, and this card confirms just that. It's the Knight of Swords, all right? Now, what does that mean? It means, for whatever reason, the deck is interested in you having a mind that is ready to mobilize in action towards truth. It's the idea of keeping a clear head and keeping that head in hot pursuit of what you want, need, especially as it regards matters of the mind. Truth, vision, accuracy. Is that something that you feel like you can get behind as you embark on your adventure? I hope it is. Travel safe. Good luck. Hope you have a great time. Let us know how it goes. Bing! It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. We're just getting started. I came in a little bit late, Princess Leia. Sorry about that. Hey, Khadija! Khadija, Stew Dog, Abby, hi. Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Anybody got a question for these cards? No death card. We're good. Yeah, exactly. You finally dodged a bleeping major arcana, Cody. And like, you didn't get a tower on your plane trip. Stella, yes. Oh, Jess. Oh, my God, Jess, that's a great question. But Stella got in just before you. Here we go, Stella. Are you ready to rock? Here comes Stella. Here's a question I have. Will I have a big change this June? Ooh, Stella, what do you see on the horizon? What's going on, Stella? Thank you, Faye. I appreciate that. Stella wants to know about whether they're going to have a big old change this June, and the deck is going to respond, Stella, sweet Stella, with the following piece of information. Well, here's the advice, Stella. Of course, like, the deck is not necessarily predicting whether or not you're going to have a big change. The deck is offering you this as an image to meditate upon, and it is an image of meditation. 2 swords, Stella. So if I'm you and I'm reading this card, I'm saying to myself, aha. It's time for me to make it. Thank you, A2 Rocket Girl. How you doing? Good morning. It's time for me to make sure that I'm taking care of the realm within the mind here and seeking clarity and simplicity. Seeking balance, deepest primary balance, Stella. That's what's on offer. You can see it. You can, if you just choose to emulate the beautiful artwork inside of Pamela's card here, you'll be well on the way. You see what she's doing. She's turning her back on the realm of emotion, not permanently, but for the moment. She's turning her back on La Bella Luna, not permanently, but for the moment. Hey, Lala, I'll get to you. Does that hit, Stella? Is that something that you can put to use? Geez, Stella, on the bottom of the deck, you got 2 cups. Same idea, but in the realm of the heart. Seek balance, queen. Khadija, how you doing? Khadija, thank you so much for introducing Jazzy Razzy to our fine community. I cannot wait. I haven't had a chance to go back through that stream yet and look at what we did, but I cannot wait to see again how much fun that was. That was amazing. How you feeling, Khadija? All right, Lala, I'm getting to you. Yeah, wait, no, but first I promised. Going back in here. Looking here, I saw somebody. Just Because. Hey, Just Because, how you doing? It's Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. Jess, that's a brilliant question. I love that question. I love everything about its tone and tenor. It's hopeful. It's interesting. It presupposes gifts that you already have, which is absolutely accurate. Jess asks, am I underestimating any gifts that I already possess? Let's find out what the cards have to say. is just because underestimating any gifts that they already possess. I'm cutting the cards, Jess. I'm using my non-dominant hand. And the cards say, oof, Jess, this is an encouragement to keep on going in the realm of the thought, in the realm of the mind. 5 swords drops here. Now, there's a way into this card that is more drama-oriented, you know, where it's like, oh, wow, you got some disappointment you need to work through in the realm of the mind. There's a lesson that Pamela wants to point us all to in this card of like, oh, damn it, this didn't go so well. Am I going to sit inside of this sense of disappointment forever, or am I going to lead my way out? But in the case of gifts, and whether or not you're underestimating gifts, this is pointing at the realm of intellect and the realm of will. Will. Remember that the positively oriented swords in this deck are all about one thing: human will. Human will. It's suggested inside of that we always, each and every one of us, possess all the power that we need to manifest what we need if we can only aim that with enough focus to do it. And inside of number 5, we're connecting to the Hierophant in the Major Arcana, which is, among other things, the archetype of reaching for the first time upward and outward from the basic 4s, from the 4 table legs holding the basic surface in place, upward towards something else. Hey, Ram, how you doing? Thank you, Ram. So, if I'm you and I'm saying, am I underestimating any of my gifts? It's pointing at my own will and saying, is there room to grow even more inside of that? Is there room to reach upward from that? Maybe the answer is yes. I'm sure the answer is yes. Also, I would suggest that there is the number 6 waiting for you on the other side of this card, you know, which puts, the idea of love on the table, and especially self-love. Am I underestimating my ability to will myself towards a better sense of balance within my own mind? Bing, bing, bing. This card might come forward. And on the bottom of the deck, as a gentle offering, freedom, Jess, freedom. The ability to step away from the rule book and experience limitlessness as the norm in your beautiful life. Jess, can you please come back and let us know how it goes? Thank you, Jess. It's tarot. This hits? Good. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones, and I am throwing cards at your questions for free. If you have it in you to click the fan club button, it's going to put a little open next to your name, which is going to make it way... Okay, Lala, please stop spamming, or I'm going to have to make you stop spamming. Ram. Okay, Ram, I know you'll be patient, and Lala's going to have a nervous breakdown. Lala, get over here. Lala, will you get over here? Lala, where'd you go, Lala? Lala asks, is Aaron coming back to Linus? I don't know what Linus is. Is that you, Lala? Is Aaron coming back? We're going to find out. Hey, V, how you doing? Look, Lala was going to have a nervous breakdown if I didn't answer a question. I'm going to throw a quick card at it. Hey, Dano, how you doing? Yes, it's me. Okay, Lala. Okay, please, Lala, don't do what you were just doing. I see you, and I grant you it worked. Is Aaron coming back to me? Is Aaron coming back to me? Let's find out what the cards have to say, Queen. I'm sorry that you're in a place where you feel like so upset about about a person who has said goodbye. Everybody gather around Lala, for crying out loud. They're obviously in a panic. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Lala, it seems like you're already having a hard time. You're worried about whether Aaron's going to come back. And I'm going to say, look, my deck stinks at predicting whether or not a dude is going to do anything. Tito Bogol, this goes for you too. Like, I can't predict whether a dude's going to do anything. Chances are they're just going to go play Fortnite or something. But you want to know something about your energy as it pertains to you and Aaron, who you so desperately want to return. Oh, Lala. Come here, Lala. We don't sugarcoat the cards. We don't sugarcoat the cards here at Tarot Morning Wisdom. You have drawn the Tower card, my queen. Now, look. Is this a moment to panic? Is this a moment to spin out and say, oh, Christ, there you have it? No. This is an indication of where you're at and where you're going. This is the marvelous catastrophe, according to Alejandro Jodorowsky. And when you catch this card, hey Pelleroa, when you catch this card, Lala, it's my deck saying to you something about necessarily facing the facts of your situation and understanding that you are on an evolutionary path upward and outward toward a better version of you, all right? The only thing that you need to understand about this card is that you start here at the very bottom of this card inside of this structure. This structure sometimes is built around you. Let's call this structure Aaron for argument's sake. And this structure goes up around you and you're there inside of it. And then suddenly you find yourself growing. And then eventually you're pressed up against the walls of this structure. And then eventually the walls have to come down. And that's you giving birth to you. Lala, I hope that you have it within you to embrace this energy and understand that you are going to a better place. Because like the longer that you resist that, the longer you will spend inside of this beautiful structure, I promise you. We are here with you and for you on this journey, and please come back and let us know how it goes. All right, Queen? Stay strong, Lala. We need you strong, and I know you love him. I know you love him. I love him too. He's so lovable. And yet, here we are, right? And I'm not saying he's never going to come back, but you need to do some growing in this moment so that you even, like, okay, one way or another, you need to, like, equilibrate yourself to become a more solid, strong, magnetic version. Someone that can live inside the authenticity of the star card at 17, which is coming up right after this card. I know you love him. This card is simply pointing you towards some necessary growth, and I'm here to tell you as a former resident of this building that it is all to a very good end. You simply need to stay the course. Do not abandon yourself inside of this structure. That's all I'm saying. What up, Bruce? Hey, Locomotion. All right, I was about to do Ram. Hi, Ram. How you doing? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where I throw cards at your questions for free. Broadcasting from the crown jewel of the Côte d'Azur, the south of France, Nice, France. That's right, still here. Still loving it. And Ram is asking, does Harry want to seriously work on our relationship? Now, Ram, how you doing? Everybody gather around Ram, please. Hi, Ram. Hey, Sai. Ram, Harry. What's going on with Harry? You okay? Is Harry okay? We need to get in there and find out what the cards have to say about this Harry situation. Right, Becca? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. Simply ask them in the chat. Be patient. Try not to spam. Like everybody, I know we are eager, but do your very best not to spam. All right, here we go. Ram, yes, he's sweet to me nowadays, you say. And I'm happy to see that you say you're doing good. I like to hear that. Now, you ask, does Harry want to seriously work on our relationship? Now, okay, let's find out. Let's find out what the cards have to say, Ram. Are you ready? This bodes well, Ram. This bodes well. All right, what do we see here, Ram? We see a beautiful King of Wands. Now, what do we say about the kings in this deck? The kings are, of course, the rulers, the active rulers of the domains indicated inside of the suit that they are carrying. In this case, the suit of passion. Hey, Danny, how you doing? Thank you, Danny Darko. Ram, this feels like one of two things. Either... Oh, on point. Beautiful. He's a Leo. They're great. So either this card is a direct response to you saying, hey, yo, you better believe it. Harry's motivated. Harry's feeling like a king. Or it's saying to you, thank you, Bruce. Or the cards are saying to you, be in active mode. Maybe both at the same time. But even if we just, I think if we just take this as a direct response to your question, this feels positive. And I think if I were you, I would walk away feeling positive about it. Come back and let us know how it goes. All right, Ram? All right, Ram. Oh, Lala. The way that you're repeating each and every line of this is going to put you on a list of people who are blocked if you keep it up. I love you, but not that much. All right, Locomotion. Let's see here. Locomotion. Oh, Becca, thank you. I gotta go check out what Locomotion was asking because no, there we go. Locomotion, how you doing? For those who don't know, welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones, and I'm here to throw cards at your questions for free. You ask them in the chat. You're patient, please. I'm doing the fastest best I can, I promise. Locomotion asks, will my circle ever break past their own mentality and self-sabotage cycle, or am I outgrowing them? Locomotion, you and your friend circle, huh? Are your friends ever going to come around? Are you? Okay, Lala, you're going bye-bye. I love you, Lala, but you're done. Boink. All right. Oh, Locomotion, the friend group. Are they ever going to come around, right, Locomotion? Oh, boy. Let's find out what the cards have to say, Loca. Locomotion asks, is my friend group ever going to, I don't have it in front of me, Loca, but it's like basically, is my friend group ever going to snap out of it? Are they ever going to grow up? Or is this it? Loca, you moved away and all the problems started becoming irrelevant for my growth. Well, guess what, Loca? My deck is agreeing with that sentiment 100% in offering you this, a beautiful star card. And this is not necessarily about your friend group so much as it is about you and how you carry yourself both within and without that friend group. This is the card that is symbolic of the deepest authenticity that we can offer ourselves and those around us. We need to be inside of this card is to be without shields, without armor, without need of defenses. And thus, if I'm you and I'm catching this, I'm hearing two messages at the same time. I'm hearing the first message, which is all I can do is be authentically myself inside of each and every one of these situations, and beyond that, any other exertion of power will ultimately be like a squandered exertion. And then secondarily is the idea of just staying focused on this part of yourself and like worrying less about externals. Like, is the star card sitting around worrying about their friend group and whether or not they're ever going to grow up? Or is the star card too busy focusing on their divine connection to the universe and what that offers them and themselves and those around them? Do you feel me? And secondarily, Loca, you've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is saying something about just keep a clear head here and stay active inside of that impulse, but focus on thyself. I think, Loca, because I know you've asked this question a couple times, and you know, I think at this point, it feels to me like to get that star card is to be really encouraged away from worrying about them so much and giving yourself the attention that you need. I hope that hits. And you got to come back and let us know how it goes, look. And don't think for a minute that I'm throwing any kind of shade your way around that. I'm just saying, like, because I care, like, if I were you and I were having these kind of concerns, I want you to spend your time on the best version of you can generate. That's all. You say you're here for the wisdom and take all the blessing. Well, Loca, you know that we are here for you as well. Oh, stop everything. I got a marriage question from a newcomer. Hi, Sandra. Sandra Ram Gobin 2. Everybody gather around Sandra, please. Hi, Sandra. How you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's right. I'm letting Sandra skip the line because Sandra is asking, is my husband Ryan wanting us to be together? Sandra, I am so sorry that you're sitting inside of a question mark around that. That's your marriage that we're talking about. And you're sitting here going like, oh man, does Ryan want this or not? That's a really intense and I would imagine frightening place to exist inside of. And so Sandra, you know that we're all here with you. Let's find out what the cards have to say about whether Ryan wants to be inside of this marriage anymore. And secondarily, let's find out if the cards have anything to say to you that can help you equilibrate within this situation and take care of you. Okay? So, Sandra asks, is my husband Ryan going to get back on the stick here or what? All right, look, Sandra, you've got here the concept of passion, and you've got the concept of protection, and you've got the concept of creativity all rolled into one. Now, this is suggestive of a couple of things, Queen. This could be saying something about you needing to dial down the heat of your passion a little bit. It could be saying something about how Ryan is feeling a little defensive in this moment and is throwing up walls for some reason around that kind of passionate feeling. One way or another, though, I would suggest that this is asking you in particular to concentrate on protection of self here in the realms of passion, and understand that each and every one of the number 9s as a hermit lesson is there as basically like going to the spiritual gym. It's not easy, but it's necessary. All right, Queen? Let us know how it goes. Don't forget about us over here. Let us know how it goes. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. If you've got it within you to share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told that that's incredibly beneficial. And it should be an easy thing for you to, hey, Pistachio, how you doing, Queen? How you feeling? I'm glad to see your name here, Pistachio. I've been thinking about you. Hey, Ashley Owen, what up, Johnny Juar? Friends, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom. We're dropping cards on your questions for free. Let's see here. Now, Saima, you've been so patient. Get over here, Saima. How you doing, Saidaz? Everybody gather around Saidaz, please. Saima asks, will me and my husband Daryl be happy forever? We could just stop right there, right? Let's see but continuing. Will me and my husband Daryl be happy forever when he comes out of prison, and when will he call? Oh, Saima, I'm so sorry that you're separated from your man. Oh, that's terrible. That feels bad, right? Everybody gather around Saima. Let's do a quick read on you and your husband Daryl. I obviously want you to be happy forever when he gets out of prison, and I don't know when he's going to be able to call because these cards don't know the rules of prison. They've never been to prison. And they don't know how to predict dude behavior either, Saima. But what we can do is at least reach into the deck and give you a piece of advice right now where you're suffering and you're separated from the person that you love. I'm so sorry you're having to go through that. That's really, 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 really hard and lonely, I would imagine. So lonely that you've come up here and you've asked a stranger on the internet whether or not you're going to be happily ever after with somebody just because you need some form of comfort. I feel you. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Well, guess what? You got the comfort, Queen. If I take your question at face value, Saima, and I just say, okay, will me and Daryl be happy forever once he gets back? How do you read this artwork, Queen? It's literally the card of budding love, all right? The Two of Cups has dropped, and that's a very positive card. That is one of the most positive cards that this deck has to offer. So take that into your heart right now and understand that truth. Yes, the deck says, yes, you will find some form of emotional happiness inside of that situation. Deck promises, right? But I will also suggest to you that inside of this card is a little piece of advice, which is to really, really keep it simple, okay? Remember, the number 2 is at the very beginning of the process. And no matter how long you guys have been together, and no matter what the ins and outs of the story are that connect the two of you, this card is saying something about needing to bring it all the way back down to simplicity and starting at the beginning, okay? The number 2 is about basic balance. And so start in basic balance, because I'm sure there are going to be a million different emotions in play, a million different everything's in play. And so seek simplicity and move slow, and let it grow upward from there. But honestly, you've got prognostic. If I let this deck be the fortune-telling device that I always am resisting, thank you, Becca, then, there's comfort inside of that, and I'm certainly there to offer that to you, all right? Ella Case. Hey, Ella Case, how you doing? Are you a newcomer here? My name is Open Phones. Good morning, Rachel. You're welcome. You're welcome, Saima. Saima, come back and let us know how it's going, please. Ella Case. Everybody say hello to Ella. Hi, Ella. Hi, Ella. Look at that. Ella's thinking about going into the Air Force. Round of applause for Ella for being insanely brave. Very good, Ella. That's like you, regardless of whether you're going to get in or not, just the idea that you're up for it tells you everything you know about whether or not you've got guts. Queen, you got guts. And in many cases, guts is enough. Guts is enough. Isn't that, I forget what movie I'm quoting there. Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Well, Ella, don't watch too many movies before you go into any form of the military. I would recommend that. Let's see what the cards have to say to you about this idea of whether or not you're going to get into the Air Force. All right. And I'm going to just like gently, tweak the question to open the door ever so slightly to it being also readable as a form of advice on how to carry this moment where, where you don't know yet. It's the King of Pentacles. All right, Ella. Now, what does that exactly hit as, and what does that mean? Here's how I will explain it to you. This is the king of actualizing things. This is the king of making things real. This is the most grounded and active agent of materialization of dreams that this deck has to offer. And again, it's connecting hard and fast to the real world. So if I'm you, and I'm asking for a 1-card drop from this deck about whether or not you're going to make it in, I'm reading this as a positive, but I'm also reading this as an invocation to make sure that you stay in absolute charge of yourself, which is I'm telling you nothing that you don't already know. And seek to be as grounded within your material self, your body, your health, as you possibly can. All right? Pistachio says, study for the ASVAB. What's that, Pistachio? You got that, Ella? I think this bodes well, but since I don't really do predictions so much as advice, this advice is to stay active inside of your health and stay grounded, and remember who the bleep you are. You're the king, Ella. And within that energy, you will have an excellent chance of getting that which you desire. Please let us know how it goes, right? Yes, A2 Rocket Girl. Oh, thank you, Ella. Pistachio, you guys know what you're talking about. A2's got to run pretty quickly. A2, how you doing, A2? For those who don't know, this is Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I'm up here throwing cards at your questions for free. If you can share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told that it's very helpful. A2 Rocket Girl, longtime friend of the broadcast, member of the fan club, which you can join up there by simply pressing that button and getting it open next to your name. You say, I just need a general card on love or money. Both need guidance. Oh, A2 Rocket Girl, you've come to the exact right place. Let's see what the cards have to say for A2 Rocket Girl. Love or money? Deck. Which will it be? Oh. And we have love is what's coming forward out of this card, A2 Rocket Girl. And generally speaking, when you see a 4 of Cups... Oh, wait, I'm reading what you're writing, A2. It's a bit rough. My daughter called from Europe with no money and crying her eyes out. Oh, no. Oh, Rocket Girl, I'm sorry to hear that. I have a daughter in Europe as well, and if that happened to me, I would be falling the bleep apart. So, and this card all of a sudden makes a lot of sense. What this is right now, of course, is a 4 of Cups. Now, what does that mean? Well, when we're inside of the 4s, we're inside of the concept of stability. Like the basic stability that I'm always talking about, the stability of the Emperor, right? And we're in the realm of emotion with the Cups. And I think what I'm seeing here is some form of a confirmation that your position right now is to bring as much emotional stability to the situation as you can. Because obviously, like, assuming that your daughter is not going to literally starve to death right this second, and that, you're going to eventually be able to solve the financial problem on some level. What's needed right now, according to this card, is basically, I think you need to be that hand reaching out and making sure that the kid doesn't just spin the bleep out and panic and do something crazy or dumb. Not that she would, not that they would, I should be a little bit more judicious about inserting ideas like that into this. But basically, if I'm you and I see this, I see a confirmation that as a parent, the heart is the primary job here, and she's studying abroad and didn't manage her money well. Fair enough. Then perhaps inside of this card is just like the invitation to stabilize that young heart that's panicking and didn't use their money well, and maybe even for you to do the same, so that you're strengthened. You know what I mean? So that you're not coming at this unbalanced, because what all this situation requires in this moment of peril is balance, to keep it from wobbling and gyrating and oscillating and ultimately making itself worse. I hope that this hits. Basically, I wish you all the luck in the world. Boy, do I hear, like, I understand a lot of the shape and size of that problem, and I would be tempted to go panic mode if I got that phone call. And this is a card that's like bouncing you back away from that, I would say. Let us know how it goes. Also, bottom of the deck is Justice card saying, yo, you got to bring this kid, like, the sword of truth here, obviously, and the scales of balance, and, like, really make sure that this lesson gets learned. Again, as a parent, I'm sure I'm telling you absolutely nothing that you do not already know. Let us know how it goes, A2, and have a good day at work. Please! It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. I'm open phones. I'm reading my cards into your questions for free. And Becca 10, you've been so generous. How you doing, Becca 10? Becca 10, everybody gather around Becca 10. Becca 10 asks, will June be my month for happiness? What do you think, Becca 10? What do you think, Becca 10? You think June's gonna be your month for happiness? Well, it's right around the corner, isn't it, friends? Oh my goodness gracious, how did we get here so fast? Becca 10, let's find out if June will be the month of your happiness. And you know, Becca 10, I ain't gonna, like, really Russian roulette this into a yes or no. You know I'm not gonna do that for you, Queen. I'm gonna ask, how can June become the month for your happiness? All right, Queen? Simple as that. Becca 10, will June be the month for happiness for me? And I'll say, how can June be the month of happiness for you? And the cards respond with a very crisp piece of advice, Becca 10. In order for June to be the month of your happiness, you need to clear the realm of the mind. What do you see here, Becca 10? You see the deck's depiction of anxiety. Anxiety. Overthinking. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. Panicking. Freaking out. Waking up in the middle of the night and cradling your head in your hands and saying, why, world, why? When you catch this card, Becca, it's time to scan for ways that you can dial down that internal action, because it's no longer serving you. You understand what I mean? We want you to have the best June you could ever possibly have, and this card is saying, well, step one might be to chill the realm of the mind out, to bring it from a 9 to an 8. And then once you're at an 8, to release yourself from some of those cages. And once you're at a 7, remember that you get to be in control of your destination. And then once you're at a 6, then, you can remember that you love yourself. And that ultimately, as long as you have your own back, whatever June brings is gonna be okay. All right, right now you're in that 9s. Also, sure, you could treat this as the Hermetic 9, where you are being told it's time to learn. And that's probably true too. But you and me, this card, hey Sky Coggins, how you doing? I'm thinking it's about, like, really seeking to quiet all of that and find a little bit more peace, and therefore a little bit more power. And then a little bit more fun in the month of June. Right, Mark? Mark, do you have a question for these cards? I've just watched you rain rewards. Yes, you do. Marcus, how you doing? Everybody gather around Marcus, please. Hi, Marcus. How are you? Thank you for being so generous, Marcus. Here we go, Marcus. We're going to answer your question right now because this, for those who do not know, is Tarot Morning Wisdom. And my name is Open Phones. And I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. And now Marcus is here asking, will Erica and I ever get into a committed relationship? Oh my God. Marcus, are you having a crush right now on Erica? Or is this something that's been going on for ever and ever? What's the deal? Thank you for thank you for sharing, Sky Coggins. I really appreciate that. Anybody who shares has my heart in their hands. Right, Marcus? Marcus and Erica. Let's find out what the cards have to say about Marcus and Erica. They've been talking for 10 months. Oh my God, Marcus. Just talking? Are we in a position where we can't be in the same room with each other? Let's find out what the bleep is going on with Marcus and Erica. Are you ready, Marcus? Here we go. Oh, Marcus. Well, I'll tell you a little something. My deck is not going to do anything but confirm what you already know. If you want this to happen in the real world, the world of the Pentacles, it's gonna take a little bit longer than you want. Oh, it's the Five of Pentacles, Marcus. It's the Five of Pentacles, suggesting yes. Yes, the road is long, Marcus. The road to realizing that which you desire, it is long. But secondarily within this card, Marcus, is a reminder that you, in order to remove thyself from this purgatorial state with you and Erica, need to be the one leading it out, leading the way out. Don't forget that you need to push your way through this by growing through this and growing upward and outward towards those sixes. Lead this to the place where you want it to go, Marcus, and do everything that you can to minimize the amount of time that you spend in any kind of a purgatorial state, asking strangers on the internet whether or not this bleep is going to work out, or whether you're going to ultimately win Erica's heart. The thing of it is, this card is not a big fat no in your face. It's confirming that it is possible. It's just that that possibility needs to be earned by actual, by really, really putting in the time. Do I think you're capable of doing that? I know that you are, Marcus. Will you please come back and let us know? Will you please come back and let us know how it goes, sweet Marcus? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. It's your buddy Open Phones. Rachel, please come to the front of the broadcast, Rachel. Everybody say hello to Rachel, please. Hi, Rachel. Yolanda, you're funny. Hi, Yolanda, how you doing? We'll be waiting, Marcus. Rachel asks, why was my ex, Derek, brought into and still into my life? Oh, my God. Not Derek. Not Derek, Rachel. Really, Rachel? I'm great, Yolanda. I almost cursed. That's how good I am. I almost cursed. You know I'm gonna hook you up with Yolanda. Let me knock out Rachel's question here about Derek. Cause everybody gather around Rachel, because who here hasn't asked this question of the universe in some form or another? Why did you bring this person back into my life? Why? In this case, we're talking about Bleepin' Derek. Bleepin' Derek is back. Oh my God, like a bad penny, right, Rachel? Now, we're gonna take a look. Release me. Hey, Kate Von B. I mean, who can't relate to this feeling? Who cannot relate to this feeling? I'm going to reach into this deck, my deck, and I'm going to say, how can we help Rachel in this moment where she is being haunted by the ghosts of relationship past, and this time it's in the form of Bleepin' Derek. Oh, Derek. Derek never can seem to find the exit, can he, Rachel? Let's find out what the cards have to say to you in this moment to best tune your spiritual instruments to survive the latest round of Derek, because maybe the universe is going to tell you something here that's interesting about this, but one way or another, we need to also reach for something that can be constructively deployed. There you go. And here we find it. The star card drops for the second time in this broadcast. And Rachel, I don't know if you're a tarot, aficionado like myself, but if you see this card, you have to recognize instantly that this is a card calling for you to live inside of your total authenticity. From a divine standpoint also, there's cards in here like the Seven of Swords. And you can talk about the Seven of Swords all day as an invocation to not think yourself into some form of a box trying to like create reality around a certain situation. But this is not that. This is, you're entirely within your rights to step fully into your power as it pertains to this Derek situation, and basically use that power to express your absolute authenticity and truth inside of the situation to Derek and everybody. All right, now I don't know what the plot is here. Obviously, there's going to be, I'm sure there's ins and there's outs. God forbid Derek's like your boss or something. But one way or another, like if I'm catching this card and I'm you, I'm being shoved into the idea of staying inside of my truth. Okay, and here we have it. All right, hopefully that hits for you. And also, look on the bottom here. On the bottom of the deck, we've got a Five of Cups, which is a reminder. Hey, Samarammer, which is a reminder that there might be some emotional work on hand for you to do, just to make sure that you're pushing past the emotional part of this and growing through it and not being stranded within it. I mean, obviously, Rachel, like the fact that you are here and so just cursed with this Derek situation, there's still some lingering emotional work to be done potentially. This card would hint at that. But the main thing here is whammo. Let us know how it goes. Ugh, Derek. Leaping Derek, right, everybody? Oh my God, Roos. Everybody, if you like high-quality tarot reading, you need to join my personal campaign to draft Roos, right there in the chat, into being an online TikTok tarot throwing aficionado. Because if you know Roos like I know Roos, you know that Roos throws fire. Roos throws fire. But they're not ready to go on TikTok yet, apparently. I'm saying if I can get enough people to follow Roos, maybe they'll finally make the leap. All right, hey Kenzie, how you doing? Roos has asked for a general for this beautiful Friday. May, what are we at? 29th! Holy smoke. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Kenzie. Ready, Roos? How's it going over there, Roos? What's the rumpus, Roos? Anything good? Anything good happening this weekend? Anybody got anything good going on this weekend? What's the rumpus? Anybody? What's the weekend plans looking like? Hey Jody, how you doing? Roos, your card of the day is as follows. It's as though my deck were listening into what I just. Oh, you just had your aunt's services, Angel. I just remembered that that's what was going on. How are you doing, Queen? Roos just lost an aunt. Oh, Roos, I'm with you. I'm with you. Look, you, as I pivoted from that and then back to the cards, I'm showing you this magician. And I literally just got done ranting about how you need to step into the spiritual realm on a new level of empowerment. And here we find, that's right, the first rung of the ladder to paradise that the major arcana describes. Is it time, Roos? Is it time? Don't forget, Roos, you got all four elemental tools right there on the table. They're at your fingertips, Roos. Queen, you know I love you. You know you've got that. You've got that deep connection to the cards. Have a great weekend. My heart's with you as you walk through a little bit of grief with your aunt or more. Yes, I would love that. You know how to get a hold of me. Hey, Lebo gang, how you doing? Let's see here. Kenzie's got an open next to their name. Kenzie? How are you doing, Queen? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions. Hey, Floki's mom. All right, Kenzie, you're sitting there at number 3. You say, how can I know? Oh, I'm sorry, let me read this the correct way. Can I know? How does he feel? And will he ever make it official? Oh, everybody gather around Kenzie. Sweet Kenzie. Who here can identify with that question and can sense the frustration resting just below the surface of it? Kenzie, how long has it been, Queen? How long has it been going on, sweet Queen? Oh, Floki's mom, I would love that. I hear you, Floki's mom. I'm with you, Floki's mom. Let's see here. Can I know how? How does he feel? Will he ever make it official? Oh, Kenzie. Oh, Kenzie. 8 months, Kenzie. Yolanda, I'll do you right now. After this. After I do Kenzie, Yolanda, you are next. Kenzie asks, how does he feel? And is he ever gonna make it bleeping official? Oh, Kenzie. Come on, Kenzie. Okay. Look, Kenzie. Here's the deal. And if you've spent a moment up here, you'll probably see you'll probably know what I'm about to say, which is that my cards very rarely can tell you specifically what some dude's gonna do. But in this case, I sense that my deck would like you to get into the realm of actualization, meaning the realm of the pentacles. That is to contrast that from the realm of the mind, from the realm of the heart, from the realm of passion. Get into the realm of realization. And then get in there and get on your horse and ride and go after that which you desire. Because you've waited around long enough, Queen. You've waited around long enough. How much longer do you want this knight to sit in the parking lot waiting? This knight's not interested in waiting. In fact, that's not its purpose at all. It's to move on that which it desires. So, for argument's sake, let's say that you're the king of your world, meaning the active agent. We're not doing gender in any of this, don't worry. And your king is saying, okay, I want this. Well, guess who the king sends? Not the queen, the knight. Get on your Knight of Pentacles horse and mobilize. Because ultimately, you got to remember something, Kenzie. Life is, what again? Short. Life is not an infinity loop. You know, you've got to boogie. You cannot wait around forever. When you're like, I grant you, it's tempting sometimes, but this is not one of those times, according to this card. Go out there and make it work. Is a way to read this card. Kenzie, please let us know how it's going. Come back and let us know. We are with you in the struggle, Kenzie. It's not an easy struggle. I recognize that. Now, I saw Yolanda Harries with an open next to their name. If anybody here has it within them to either share this broadcast or click the fan club button up there and get that open next to your name, I would certainly appreciate it. The open next to your name makes it incredibly easy for me to see your question early, and it also puts me on a moral obligation. I have a moral obligation to answer the questions with the open next to them because they pressed that button. They're fans now. And I deeply appreciate that, Yolanda Harries. On that note, Yolanda asks, can I please get an energy reading? A card for my relationship with Jay. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, Yolanda. Thank you, Lebo Gang. Thank you, Lebo Gang. Hey, Richard Ojeda, how you doing? Can I please get an energy reading on my relationship with Jay is the question. And the answer is bleeping obviously yes. And the card, Yolanda Harries, is as follows. Well, look who's there. It's the King of Pentacles again. So, your relationship with Jay is somehow being run through a filter, Yolanda, of, like, total grounded control in the realm of the real. All right, it's the king of groundedness. It's the king of health, the king of nature, the king of actualization, of materialization, of manifestation, if you like. This king lands heavy. It's also a pretty hardcore masculine archetype. If you need that or want that, I don't know the ins and outs of your situation, but you ask for an energy read and you see something. If you see power in the realm of materialization and you see it actively oriented and you see it deeply grounded, like roots in the earth, Okay, does that hit here? I hope it does. I hope it does, sweet Yolanda Harris. Thank you, and let us know how it goes. Now, Lebo gang, you've been so cool. You've been so patient. How you doing, Lebo gang? Is this your first time here? Welcome to the broadcast. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. Reorienting myself on this surface. That's right. And I'm saying I'm here to throw cards at your questions for free. And Lebo gang's got a banger. Lebo asks, oh, Lebo, I'm so sorry. Everybody gather around Lebo. Oh, brother. Lebo, hi, Carol. How you doing? Lebo's got a toughie. First of all, everybody say hi to Lebo. Hi, Lebo. Oh, man. Lebo's coming to the table with a question that I think a lot of us can identify with. Did he cheat this weekend? Did that bleepin' bleeper cheat this weekend? What the bleep? What's the evidence, Lebo? Do you got any evidence? Is there any evidence on the table? Hey, MP, how you doing? Oh, that's just brutal. Now, look, am I gonna, like, put this dude on trial right now with a one-card drop from an esoteric deck as though I was playing Russian roulette with his relationship's fate? Maybe not. Maybe not. But what I'm gonna do, Lebo, is gently reach into the deck and see if there's something that we can offer you by way of advice in this moment where you're sitting there going, man, did that bleeper cheat? Lebo, I'm so sorry, hon. Let's just see what the cards have to say. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Well, Lebo, look. This is an incredibly beautiful and positive card. All right, Lebo? So I'm hoping that I can simply hand it to you and say, this doesn't say yes to that question. This is exactly the opposite of a cheater's energy, okay? It's really not the kind of card you would expect to see drop on a positive answer about whether that guy's been messing around. What you see is instead beautiful, passionate balance expressed in the realm of actualization. You know what I'm saying? Like the four legs of the table are being expressed here in the realm of passion and soulfulness. And you see Pamela Coleman Smith showing you a happy couple dancing around in the street. Lebo, maybe everything's gonna be okay after all. It's on offer, Queen. Please let us know how it comes out, Lebo. We're here for you regardless, all right? Stay strong, Lebo. Stay strong. Okay, you see. Good. Good. Well, I'm simply offering that to you because that's what the deck offered, and one hopes that there's truth inside of it, all right, Lebo? Let us know how it goes. My name is Open Phones. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm saying good morning, friends. Good morning. Carol. Thank you, Know Yourself Mystic Arts. I appreciate that. Are you new here? Hi, how are you? Hey, Patty Sue, how are you doing? Patty Sue, stalwart. Were you here at my very first broadcast earlier this year in January, Patty Sue? I think you were. I think you were one of the first people. Carol, you're new here. Good morning, Michelle. Oh, I love this. Okay, we got all kinds of newcomers here. Let's get this going. Now, Carol asks. Carol, hi, how you doing? Everybody wave at Carol. Hi, Carol. Welcome, Carol. Carol, you've got a question that I see up here a fair amount, I must admit. Will I ever find my soulmate? Ugh, Carol. Carol, I know what you mean. Carol, it's a long road. It's a long road, Carol. But look, I'm not gonna sit here and play, again, Russian roulette with your concept of whether you're gonna get your soulmate or not. What if I pull a card that's read negatively and it's like, sorry, Carol, no soulmate for you this lifetime. Sorry, Carol. No! That's not how we do it up here at Tarot Morning Wisdom. No, Carol, I'm gonna say, how can I best tune my emotional, spiritual, passionate, and intellectual instrument to find my soulmate? My soulmate. Because, Carol, you deserve it. You deserve it, Carol. Charlotte, how are you? Don't go anywhere. I want to answer that. Carol, Thank Disaster Piece Theaters here. How you doing, Queen? It's been a minute. Carol asks, am I ever gonna find my soulmate? Open Phones changes her question immediately to, how can I best find my soulmate? The cards say. There it is, Carol. Carol, right here in the realm of the actual, which of course encompasses the realm of health. Health is number 1 in the Pentacles, all right? You see the number 9. You see the number 9, which suggests the necessity to like really embrace an effort towards deep power and strength within, in the realm of the physical, in the realm of, yes, it can spin out into money stuff if that applies here, but like what do you see here is what you see here, Carol, is the positive image of someone who has achieved a level of deep confidence and comfort within their world on their own terms, with their own labor. Do you feel me? So if I'm reading this card as you, I'm seeing the deck saying, Carol, it's time to really concentrate on building strength within. Whether that connects to health, to your material circumstances writ large. Remember that this is like ultimately expressive of probably the most intense form of growth that this deck will get into, because it's connected to the Hermit, which does require being alone for a time. That's true. But you're not spending that time alone in a passive state. You're always using that time to build upward and outward from there. And thus, this is, while not the easiest of lessons that this deck has to offer, or pieces of advice, one of the most essential. Because if you stall out here, then all of the work that's come before can be for naught. And we don't operate that way, Carol. We build upward from our strength, all right? So, A, let us know how that effort is going. Come back and let us know. And B, really, really concentrate on the, I don't know your situation, but start with your physical body. Because sometimes, like, just by virtue of taking care of that instrument, you can feel all of the other stuff sort of get into line behind it. And, like, and ultimately, every ounce of effort you put into your own health is not wasted, no matter what the bleep's going on, whether your soulmate's gonna come or not. Like you being at your absolute peak strength in all possible ways only serves to improve your situation. So I hope that hits, and you got to come back and let us know what's up. Oh, A.L. Ross Arthur. Oh, no. Everybody gather around A.L. Ross Arthur. I'm so sorry to hear that, A.L. Just had to put their dog down. Oh, my God. The worst. I'm so sorry. How are you doing? Just terrible. Hey, April Masters, how are you doing? Hey, Anne, how you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. My name's Open Phones, but AL just had to put their dog down. That sucks. Oh, man. Queen, can I drop a card on you of comfort right now? AL, I'm throwing a card at you. What can AL do in this moment to console themselves after having to say goodbye to a friend, a best friend, a dog? Whoa, Patty Sue, don't go anywhere. You're next. Patty Sue, you know how to get your question answered on this broadcast. Hey, Charlotte, I'll get to you. Everybody, put your questions in the chat. I'm going to get to them as fast as I can. But AL just lost their dog. So I'm going to drop a card on AL. AL, talk to me, AL. Oh, are you still here, sweet AL? Anyway, I think you are. Here we go, AL. I'm so sorry. A 1 and a 2. AL. Divinity Self is coming to shine down upon you, AL. And I like this card as a reminder that once... Oh, thank you, Catherine. Yeah. What you see here is an expression of God self inside of this card, AL. I mean, just take it for what it's worth as the knowledge that wherever your dear dog is right now, they are in a place of deep celebration and connection with the universe. They have gone back to source. All right, that's what source looks like, and there's rejoicing inside of this card available. I hope this can comfort you, and please just let us know how it's going. I'm so sorry that you lost your pup. Learn to speak, folks. Let's see here. We've got Patty Sue. Yep. Patty Sue, how are you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, everybody. In case I haven't said that in a minute, my name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. I know. Put your wallets away. No, I've got this. Patty Sue. Patty Sue asks a simple and direct question. Is my son the father? My goodness gracious, Patty Sue, if ever a question contained 1,000 additional questions. Hey Jade B, how you doing? This one does. Is your son the father, Patty Sue? I mean, how do you feel about this, Patty Sue? Now, Patty Sue, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my deck is a medically certified DNA test that can confirm paternity. No, sadly no. I'd be making a lot more money with it probably if it was. But let's just find out what the cards have to say about your question. Is my son the father? Stressful. Here we go. Is Patty Sue's son the father? I don't know how to answer. Well, Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, Patty Sue. Like, this is the star card. Yes. Hi. It's the card of truth, authenticity. Like, basically, it doesn't quite get to a full-on answer to the question, like 100% yes or no. Oh, in fact, as I let this sink in a little bit more, I'll say this, Patty Sue. It might be time to just completely bare your soul in this situation. But this is a card of complete authenticity, of invulnerability within that authenticity. This is also, I have to say, the child of the sun and the moon. Yes, it is. Energetically, if you follow the major arcana down from paradise self through the birth canal that's held inside of the judgment card, you get to the sun, the masculine aspect, and the moon, the feminine aspect. They come together and they generate, yes, the star. There's so many metaphors and allegories that could connect to this and give you each and every one of the interpretive results that are available. And we're seeing love expressed in the form of a child being given a gift. I don't know, Patty Sue. I'm not going to tell you definitively that your son is the father, but these cards are certainly not doing a lot of work to deny that he isn't. Deny that he is. Please let us know what the actual test says. And I hope that this is welcome information for you. I mean, look, this is a grandchild, right? Oh, dude, disaster piece. This is what happens when you move to the south of France. You start to want to be like Van Gogh-esque, I guess. Is that really where I want to take that? Probably not, but it's I'm into it. I hope you like it. Jade B, you know I'm gonna give you a card. Hold on a second. Let me throw a card at Jade B. Hey, Donald. Oh, disaster piece. When are we gonna catch up, disaster piece? I hope everything's great with you. Melody, I want to answer that. Now, Jade B, you're a longtime friend of the broadcast. I gotta get to you, Jade B. You know that. Jade B just wants a general card on a bleeping Friday, right? Friday, May 29th, 2026. Am I right? It's Open Phones, people. Hey, Yafi82. Open Phones is here. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. Jade B, you have a card right now. And your card, Jade B, is invoking you, first of all, to focus on the material plane. Yes, it's the Pentacles. That's right. And to bring things down to brass tacks and rebalance everything. How can you seek a new form of balance in the realms of health, money, anything that it connects to the material plane? How can you rebalance yourself as it pertains to the natural world, for instance, is way into this. And secondarily, I would say that Pamela is telling you something about maintaining loose knees so you don't get bonked around too much by externalities in this moment. Make sure that you are staying flexible so that should your external world push this way or that, you will not be knocked asunder. And stay active like those red legs as you do it, all right, Jade B? I hope that hits. What up, Bulbemvelo? How you doing? What's up, MS Peg Z Fazio? How are you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. If you have it within you to share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told that the algorithm finds that very attractive. Very attractive. And we all want to please Daddy Algorithm, right? MS Peg G Z Fazio. Oh, MS. MS. I'm gonna say Peg. Get over here, Peg. Welcome to the broadcast, Peg. I sense that you're new here. My name is Open Phones. How are you doing, Queen? Everybody say hello to Peg, please. Peg, what's going on with you and Philip? Are Philip and I over? Oh, honey. I'm sorry you're finding yourself at a bit of a crossroads with you and Philip. What did Philip do? Hey, thank you, Yafi. What did Philip do? Huh? Bleepin' Philip, right? Bleepin' Philip. If it ain't one thing, it's another with these dudes, am I right? Thank you, Yafi. Alright, let's see, Peg, what the cards have to say as it pertains to you and Philip. Whoa. Peg. This is not the card that I would expect the deck to throw on you if you and Philip were over, necessarily. All right, it's the Lover's card in the Major Arcana, no less. It's the divine expression of love, love, love in each and every one of its manifestations. You thought so. But Peg, there's something that you're going to get whenever I see this card. Kind of like where I start this card off every single time, which is in the concept of self-love. In order to go up and down the spectrum that this card offers, you need to make sure that you start absolutely here. Go into... He has a what? He has a mean mouth? Okay, well, Peg's saying we were strong, but he has a mean mouth. This is a card that starts at self-love. I mean, you need to go inside of yourself as a step one to go anywhere else inside of this card. And make sure that all of that is cleanly taken care of, that you can say with 100% clarity and certainty. You can stare at yourself in the bleeping mirror and say, Peg, I love you. Oh, Peg, my heart goes out to you, Self. Self, Jesus, you've made it this far, haven't you, Self? Stay in there, Peg. Start there and move from there. And I hope that what you want to have happen happens when it comes to Philip or any dude. What's up, Florida girl? How you doing? All right. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. Catherine, you've been so patient. Get over here, Catherine. Good morning, Ladybug. How are you? Hey, Angelina Irvin. How you doing? Peg, please let us know how it goes. Hi, Millie. How you doing? Catherine, dear Catherine. How are you doing, Queen? Thank you for being patient. I really appreciate it. Everybody, you ask your questions in the chat. I read them as soon as I possibly can. I squint my way into them, and I read them aloud. Please be patient with me. You know I'm going to try to get to every single one of you. Catherine asks, is it over between Richard and I? Oh, honey. Oh, man, what happened? Thank you, Florida girl. What happened? Catherine, what happened between you and Richard? What did that bleeper do? Let's start there. Hey, Mona, how you doing? What did Richard do? Huh? Tell us that. Everybody gather around Catherine, please. Thank you. Ashley Oneda, thank you. Catherine, what did that bleeper do? We're gonna reach into this deck right now and we're gonna ask, what can Catherine do right now to make sure that she is at her absolute strongest as it pertains to this bleeping Richard situation? Angelina, everybody's got a is it over question on a Friday. Ladies, we need to get our weekend plans in order. And number one on the list is take a break from worrying about the dudes of the past. Right, friends? A vow to bring into our Junes. What can we do to step away from the dudes of the past? Oh, Yafi, I'm going to ask that as soon as I can, but I got to do Catherine right now. Catherine, are you with us? Catherine, speak to me, Catherine. Get ready, Catherine. The card's about to drop on the whole Richard situation. Jesus God, this card will not go away. Thank you, Florida girl. You work retail and I have lots of patience. Look, the card of authenticity is like haranguing everybody in this chat today, saying, be true to yourself. Remember, whenever you see the star card, you're being begged by the deck, begged to remember who you are. Remember who you are. Come on. Like, what can we say about the star card again? She's not wearing any clothing. What does that mean? Is she vulnerable? The exact opposite, friends. The exact opposite. She's invulnerable because she do not care. She is completely comfortable and empowered within her own energy, and she's exploding outward inside of that like a supernova. How can you emulate this star card in this moment, sweet Catherine? That is what that card has to ask you in this moment. I beg you to come back and let us know how it's going. All right? Thank you, Lina. I appreciate that. She's comfortable in her vulnerability. That's another way to put that, Ladybug. I like that, too. Now, I know I saw my friend, Yafi82. I'm going to do you Disaster Piece, but hang with me. Yafi jumped in a little bit earlier. Yafi, I'm going to now shift into legal mode. You know, my deck is a famously astute legal No, Yafi82. My deck doesn't know the first thing about lawsuits, thank God. But we're going to reach into this energetic moment for you, Yafi82. And we're going to find out what my cards have to say about your lawsuit, which I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through. That is such a nightmare I can imagine. It's not easy or fun. And I think that we've talked about it before, have we not? Let's find out what the deck has to say. And offer it to you as a form of advice to get you through this moment where you're just like, Jesus Christ, with this lawsuit. This endless bleeping lawsuit, right? Oh, Charlotte, thank you for coming by, honey. I'm sorry I didn't get to you, but come back. Yafi82. A 1 and a 2 and a... Look, Yafi, my deck is bringing you into that realm of the real, which we all know is there inside the form of the Pentacles, and it's saying to you, it's time to just keep it simple. Is it going to be over soon? Well, maybe not yet, but we're not... There's no reason to read this card as, no, and it's going to, hey, Sherry So Very, how are you? You know what I mean? Like if you see the Two of Pentacles, you're being encouraged to stay cool and stay balanced and not allow yourself to get bonked around by externalities. To focus on keeping things loose and comfortable so that you can just go with the flow and keep your basics bleep together. You know, it's not predicting anything. It's giving you a recommendation in the moment. Keep it simple, and also maybe there's a gentle chance to examine within yourself whether or not you are embodying a balance reflected in this Two of Pentacles. Is there a way that you can better tee that up inside of yourself? Is there a way that you can take a better care of yourself on the most basic physical level, or take a look at your financial situation and make sure that it's as it should be? Boop. This card is here to encourage those things in this moment where you are, you know, in chapter 1 million of some lawsuit that can probably feel like the purgatorial nightmare of all time. Yafi82, I'm with you. Please let us know how it's going. Stay strong, Queen. That's the one thing I'm going to tell you to do, and I think we all agree. Stay strong. Now, Disaster Piece Theater, who is a close and personal friend of Open Phones because we have sat in that one-on-one Zoom room doing a private tarot reading which I am here to offer to each and every one of my friends here. If you feel like you need a little bit more information than a one-card drop on the world's most wholesome and family-friendly app, TikTok, you can have that. You simply need to reach out to me and we can book a one-on-one private tarot reading session, which takes place virtually on Zoom. That's right. And we sit for a preordained amount of time with these cards, and we go as deep as you want into whatever topic do you desire. Whatever you want to talk about, that's what we're talking about all day long. We can improvise, we can bust out multiple decks if that seems interesting to you. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm trying to build this from this audience. I want to build those kind of relationships that we can carry over a longer arc than a 3.5 minute TikTok read. Not that I don't love doing 3.5 minute TikTok reads. I'm up here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday doing just that, right, Disaster Piece? Anyway, for those who don't know, this is Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. Hi. Disaster Piece asks for advice because their daughter brought home and I want all the parents to start the drum roll. What did their kid bring home, Phones? You'll never guess. That's right. A bleeping puppy. What? Oh, yes. My daughter brought home a puppy who needs help learning how to be good. Disaster Piece. First of all, congratulations on your new puppy. And, please accept our condolences on your new puppy. Wait, you're saying, oh, thank you, Disaster Piece, for recommending. Please, we have to save her or she'll go to the pound. Oh, Disaster Piece Theater. I think I speak for each and every parent out there when I say you have our deepest condolences. Hey, JM, how you doing? Yes, that's right. Disaster Piece's kid has brought home a puppy. Yes, that's right. Disaster Piece's kid has said, please, we have to save her or she'll go to the pound. Welp, chaos is reigning in the house, and let's find out what the cards have to say. Oh, JM. Hey, Arba, sorry. Okay, Disaster Piece. Thank you, JM. Let's just see what the cards have to say as you have had a puppy inflicted upon your household by one of your sweet children. Ugh. Oh, ugh. Oh, ugh. I somehow dodged that bullet in my career as a parent. We brought a dog in, but it was a family decision. It wasn't like it just showed up. I can't even imagine. It's so cute, stare. And you're like, ugh. Yeah, let me go to the store. No, let me go spend $150 on dog stuff. Great. Cards say, well, look, I guess what you'd say here is stay strong. It's the number 9. It's the Hermetic 9. You see a woman enjoying the power of having built a veritable empire for herself inside of the realm of the pentacles, the realm of the material. And you've got that Hermetic reminder that there is always work to be done when you're in the 9s. And yes, growth. Ultimately, how do you read this except to say that you're the powerful one in this, and it's going to be time for you to exert some of that power? Not negatively. I mean, you know. It's like, what are you going to do? Really get the dog to go away? No. But just, like, maintain as much control as you can. Be reminded that you are presiding over what I hope is, like, an abundance of some sort. I mean, when you see this woman, she's not suffering. Granted, she's staring at a beautiful, rare, exotic bird and not at a new puppy that's, like, chewing on her, like, $450 shoes or something. But you have all of our moral support, sweet Disaster Piece. Please let us know how it's going. Maybe you, you're tired already, but I do have a plan. This helps me feel better then. Of course it's going to be okay. And guess what? On the bottom of the deck is the Empress. The Empress! The Empress is the mama of all mamas, like the literal. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christina Jeffrey. You know, it's the deck's, like, it's the joyful, heedless, generate. Hey, Florence. All your shoes are cheap, so it's okay. Good. That's like, but puppies are gonna just. Anyway, all right. I got so many people banging at the door wanting questions. Hey, everybody, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. You drop them into the chat, and I read them as soon as I can. Christina, yes. Angelina, I know you've been patient. Hold on. Oh my God, look who. Everybody has had this experience of having either brought a puppy home. JM brought one home when, or had one brought home. But let's see here. Christina, get over here. You've been so generous. Can I see where my love life is going? Asked Christina. Everybody gather around Christina Jeffrey. Hey, Christina. Welcome to the broadcast, Christina. My name is Open Phones. Let's see here. What can we say about... Oh, I'm sorry, Anubis Anu. Yours ran away. Christina's like, where's my love life going? Or maybe, look, why am I giving it that inflection? Maybe it's like, ooh, where's my love life going? Oh, Christina says, I've been with him for 14 years. Christina, I'm not sensing a bouncy, joyful energy inside of that. But let's just find out what the cards have to say. Christina Jeffrey, are you in a bouncy, joyful place inside of your relationship of 14 years? I'm just asking. Let's see here. Where's my bleeping love life going? It's been 14 years. Cards say, well, I mean, look, the cards are saying something about maintaining a clear mind, essentially. This is not necessarily the most romantic card that ever dropped out of this deck. Christina adds, I would say loving. It's loving. He would do anything for me. Oh, well, look, I'm reading this, Christina, as a direct address to you specifically, saying, Christina, what can you do to clear out the realm of, or to clear your mind for starters and rebalance it, and to temporarily forsake the realm of emotion. Turn your back on that water for a minute. Turn your back on that moon for a minute, and just clear out the old head and rebalance the mind, and see if that can't lead you to a place of stability and power, essentially, and maybe even gently suggest the idea that it could be time to bring new ideas in. Because what is this too if we treat it verbally? I mean, sure, as a picture on the wall, it's showing us peace in the realm of the mind, and that's great. Who doesn't want that? But if you're treating it verbally as something that's on its way somewhere, trust me, that's coming in play. Well, look, if we're treating this as something that's on its way to the threes, on its way to giving birth to a new idea, then it's suggestive that, it might be time to think of something or a series of things using your will as opposed to your heart or your passionate soul, and be maybe even strategic about that. But creativity is on offer here. It's gestational. Do you know what I'm saying? One way or another, I'm wishing you luck. And you got to come back and let us know how it's going, all right, Queen? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. Roos adds, be in the driver's seat of your own life, not the passenger seat. Well, Jesus God, if I wish I could get that on a t-shirt, a baseball hat, a coffee cup, and a poster. Stay out of the passenger seat of your own life. Ladybug, you've been so patient. Get over here, Ladybug. Does Michael think about me romantically? No, ma'am. No, Yafi, I'm still in France. I'm still in the crown jewel of the Côte d'Azur. I really don't know if I'm doing that right pronunciation-wise. I probably am not. I should just stick to my hayseed roots, right, Ladybug? But I'm still in Nice, France for the remainder of the month and into June. Thank God. Yes, I'll be rotating back to live under the dome for a little bit longer. But we'll get into all that, right, Ladybug? Oh, tangentially, friends, I should mention this. I've been meaning to. I now have a Patreon, okay? I'm not going to get into too much of the details yet, but check it out. It's in the links. And it's designed to create a group within this group that meets once a month off app on a different link, essentially, where we can have a little bit more of a personal experience. Go look at it and see if it's interesting to you. I'm simply asking for that. Obviously, there's no obligation. And secondarily, there is available inside of that Yaffe82 and Ladybug. The idea of I've made it possible now for everybody who is involved with that at a certain level to access every single one of the reads they've ever gotten up here. That's right. That's right. Every single bleeping one. I've archived them all. And if you are interested in that, now that's available too. You can reach into the vault, as it were, and experience every single moment that you've spent with me up here. Crazily enough, I've done just that. Right, Ladybug? Anyway, it's on Patreon. It's in my links. Go look at it if you're interested. I would love nothing more than to let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you think it's a huge waste of time. If you just, like, I'm open for any and all criticism here. It's my first time stepping foot into this. Between you, me, and the fence post, I'm also trying to get people to bleep off of this app, just in case, anything. This app has so much power over people up here. If I can just get the true players playing somewhere else in addition to up here, I'll feel a little bit better, just in case. Okay, now, Ladybug, without any further ado, does Michael think about me romantically? We are friends, but he is bleeping confusing. Everybody gather around Ladybug, please. Oh, Caitlin Ann, what the hell? Shit, I hope I haven't blah-blah'd. Let me know, Caitlin Ann, if that's okay. Like, it should just be easy as hell. I went live with it today. But be patient with me. Like, technology ain't always my strong suit. All right, Ladybug. Does Michael want a relationship with me? I sense there's potential there, but he's confusing. Okay, Ladybug. All right, Ladybug. Here it comes. A 1 and a 2. Ladybug asks about Michael. Guess what? My cards have confirmed your scenario, my friend. What do you see here? You see a 7 of Cups drop, and you see inside of that, hey, Tanya, you see inside of that the idea of somebody who's experiencing emotional paralysis. Now, Ladybug, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Hey, this dude's emotionally paralyzed. He's really not sure what to do. Great. So that's fine and dandy as a card that confirms something. But also within this card is the gentle suggestion that there is a leadership vacuum in this, and that maybe, but just maybe, there's a way for you, Ladybug, to step into this and offer a bit of leadership that can help guide. Oh, good, Angelina, you're back. I'm gonna do you. Thank you, Disaster Piece. Caramba, Disaster. I'm gonna circle back to you and find out what the bleep I did, right or wrong, in all this. Anyway, Ladybug, does this hit? Little Red, what are you talking about? Vroom vroom. Wait a minute, Little Red 81. Do you actually know this dude? That'd be mildly strange. Anyhow. Ladybug, you feel me. Like, yes, this dude doesn't know what the hell he's doing. No, he may not ever. But if there's a way for you to lead this horse to water and make him drink, maybe you think about it. Also, maybe you say, okay, bye. Also on offer. You feel me. Anyhow. Take that. Oh, wait a minute. On the bottom of the deck, Ladybug, is a Knight of Cups. I would read that. Hey, Mars, how are you doing? I would read this as the deck gently pushing you in a direction of action. Push, push, push. Do you think? Is it possible? Hey, Donner. How you doing, Donner? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. I am throwing cards at your questions for free. If you have it in you to share this broadcast with your friends, I would certainly appreciate it. And oh, snap. Caitlin, thank you. That's for me to fix. Hey, guess what, everybody? I just promoted something with the wrong link in my bio. Womp womp. That is certainly on. Okay, Angelina Irvin, get over here. Now, Angelina, you have been so bleeping patient. Hi, Angelina. Hi. Everybody say hi to Angelina. What's up, Angelina? Now, you've got a question. about you and a gentleman in your life. What's going on? What's going on with Peter and I? Do we have any evidence here, Angelina, of something going on between Peter and yourself? Let's find out what the cards have to say. Let's find out what the cards have to say about you, Angelina. Roos, hit me up if you want to talk about like going live and stuff. As I know you will. Have a great weekend, Roos. Peter and Angelina. What's this deck got to say? Ooh. Well, Angelina, you've been greeted with a Page of Pentacles. Now, what does that mean? It's about the material realm. It's about the actual, as opposed to the theoretical realms of the heart, or the fiery passion, or of the intellect. It's saying something about putting something into the real world. Ba-boom. Okay. And it's a page, meaning that it is a beginner. It is a newcomer. It is not sure where it's going. So you ask, what's going on with Peter and I? We see newness expressed in this. We see beginnerhood expressed in this. And Fat Ringo, hi Fat Ringo, how you doing? The Page of Pentacles is one of your favorite cards. Yes, because there's nothing but potential inside of a Page of Pentacles. There's nothing but, could go anywhere. Could go anywhere. And that's an exciting place to be. Faux show. It's also a place that is sometimes in any... Okay, what do we see? He's been hot and cold. Does he love me and want to proceed further after 5 years? Oh, so it's 5 years. Is there any kid stuff inside of this, Angelina? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a child aspect to this that I am not aware of that could be dancing along on the inside of it? Sorry, I'm looking for something that I have dropped that I cannot find. Anyway, yeah, anyhow. I wonder if there's something inside of that for you. Potentially there is. But maybe inside of this instead is the suggestion that you need to find... You have both... Okay, look. Maybe it's time to find new ground under your feet when it comes to you and Peter. I think that might be... Oh my God, JM, you're doing... Whatever, JM. You're like... You're gold, queen. Maybe it's time to look for ways to experience something in the real world that you haven't experienced before. All right? What's going on with Peter and you? I don't know, but inside of a page is an offering that perhaps newness is required to freshen things up. Question mark, does that connect? What's on the bottom of the deck? What's on the bottom of the deck? What's on the bottom of the deck is the idea of the outgoing heart. Reaching without for new experiences in the realm of the heart. Could be something that this deck is interested in expressing to you. I hope you let us know how it goes, Queen. I hope you let us know how it's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. We're throwing cards at your questions for free all morning long. All morning long. If you've got it in you to share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told by the algorithm that that's... I'm not reading it that way, Angelina. But I don't know every little in and out of your situation. I mean, like, certainly if you'd like to go deeper and we can book some kind of a private, I will go a little bit further in and find out what the deal is. But it's like, there's cards that would have expressed that better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't see breakup. You didn't see like explosions in those cards. You saw newness and outgoing heart. So I would take those lessons as the ones on offer and see where they lead you first. You know what I'm saying? Little Red, just go into my links and the whole thing is there. I don't want to get into the whole like nuts and bolts of it now while we're throwing cards at your questions for free. Little Red, I would love nothing more than to give you a private reading. Please go to the links or reach out to me in the DMs and I'll talk to you after the broadcast. Now, friend of the broadcast, JM Phillips, who, by the way, is a tarot reader in their own right. If you like high-quality tarot reads on TikTok, please go follow JM Phillips. If you don't like high-quality reads on TikTok, then don't follow by JM Phillips. You're only going to be disappointed. Jacqueline asks, will my sweetening jar achieve my desired result? Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Oh, Mona reports that the live is frozen for them. Is that something that everybody is experiencing? Question mark. I hope not. JM's asking, hey Ashley, we'll have a more regular live stream schedule this week. Oh, I'm excited. I'm good, says JM. Yafi says good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good, everybody. Thank you, everybody. JM's asking, is my sweetening jar going to achieve its desired results? Let's find out what the cards have to say. I hope so. And also, JM, I don't have to tell you that this card's never mind. Yes. The answer is yes. Thank you, Little Red. I'm so excited. Oh, that's hot coffee. Bing! 3 wands, JM. JC93111. What's up, Queen? Hollywood's in the house. Uh-oh. Boom. 3 wands suggests that, yes, in a word, your sweetening jar is literally in the Empress mode, actively creating spiritual growth, if you know what I mean. Enjoy. Let us know how it goes. Let us know how it goes. Little Red _81, get over here. You want to know something. You want to know about a man. You want to... Hey, Carmen, how you doing? You want to know whether a man is going to marry you. Everybody gather around Little Red _81, please. We have a tarot emergency. We need to know right here and right now whether or not this man... Which man? Which man? That's right. This man is going to marry Little Red _81. You've been together 2 years. You've got the ring on your finger. People, Little Red _81 is standing on the 99-yard line. She simply needs to be brought all the way, Kay. All the way into the touchdown zone of marriage. Let's find out what the cards have to say to you in this moment where you're just like, Jesus bleeping Christ, is this guy going to get around to pulling the trigger or what? My ring finger's getting all tired from carrying around this engagement ring but no wedding ring, right? What can you do in this moment to push that ball downfield? Little Red _81, let's see what the cards have to say. 2 years, Little Red _81. 2 years. Look. What do we have here, Little Red _81? We've got the bleeping sword of truth. The bleeping sword of truth has dropped on you. And what does that mean? You got the ring in November. Great. Great. November was a long time ago, Little Red _81. What we have here is an expression from the deck of utmost clarity and honesty. Okay? Okay? And it's in the active mode, Little Red _81. Number 1. It's the inception number of the deck. It's the way the deck expresses begin. So if you choose, Little Red, to interpret this as a prognostication, which is not generally my choice, you could say, sure, yes, yeah, yes, okay, this is definitely a yes. But I think this is more readable in your case as an expression that you need to move into a deep action mode here. You need to grasp this sword of truth in your hand, and you need to step away from the realm of emotion. You need to step away from the realm of passion, and you need to even step away from the realm, yes, of physical. And you need to move into the cool, airy regions of the mind and of rational thought and of clarity and truth. And you need to, yes, as JM just expressed, have a bleeping conversation about this. That's honest and forthright, direct, no masks allowed, no masks allowed. Only authentic expression of what's going on right bleeping here in your chest. If you can do that, then I think you'll be on the way to getting what you want, okay? Let us know how it goes. Jesus Christ. And again, Little Red, on the bottom of the deck, what do you see? Oh, well, Little Red, you've got an answer, because look, on the bottom of the deck, it's the bleeping marriage card. And normally I'm always shoving this card away from Pamela's artwork, saying, no, it's not about bleeping marriage necessarily. But in this case, I am letting it sit. Letting it sit. The deck is in favor of this outcome, Queen. Be clear, be true, and be direct. Purple is my favorite vibe. How you doing, Purple? It's good to see you. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm Open Phones, and I am throwing cards at your questions for free. And we have Carmen, we have Caitlin. Now, Carmen, I think you were asking if your dude was going to pull the trigger. But I've got to stop. Good morning, JC93111. Let's see here. Carmen wants to know if they're going to get married. Everybody wants to know if they're going to get married. Can I just preliminarily say that inevitably the deck's going to encourage you towards action around that? But I need to stop everything right now because purple is my favorite vibe I've got here. And thank you, JM, for pinning that. I'm gonna hit purple real fast because purple's got that open next to their name. And that means that purple pressed that button up here that says fan club. And that means that purple took a step towards your friend Open Phones. And I'm taking a step right back, Janelle. Janelle asks, am I gonna get help with getting a car? Ooh! Janelle, what color of Cybertruck are you going to get? Janelle, which model of Lamborghini are you shopping for? Oh, Janelle, let's find out what the cards have to say about you as it pertains to your... Not a Cybertruck? No, nobody wants one of those monstrosities. Oh, I'm sorry, did I use the word monstrosity? I meant luxury item. Let's see here. You would take limestone? Yeah, okay, cool. Purple needs to get a car, and they're asking, am I going to get any help with this? Huh? Okay, here it comes there, Purple. Interesting. Purple, this didn't drop into the material realm, so I can't really get into whether or not you're going to get a car. And also, I don't have to remind you that these cards are not excellent at predicting whether or not somebody's going to show up with an open wallet in their hand and hand you a pile of money, helping you get basically the down payment on a car. Something has dropped into the realm of the heart here for you. And at the number 7, it's about control of destiny. That's right, Purple. It's, we're aiming our heart at something if we're inside of this number 7. And also within Pamela's artwork, we see the expression of emotional paralysis at work. This is the negative version of the card, according to Pamela, is falling into the heart and seeing too many options and letting that turn into a quicksand pit of despair. Oh, no. I can't decide what to bleep and do. Yeah, that's here. And alongside that, of course, is the constructive advice on how to get out. Stephanie says, God loves you so much, he sent his son Jesus to die for you. Go to him, repent, he has the answers. Would you like a card for your Friday, Stephanie? I wish you all the love in the world, just like Jesus would, by the way. All right. Does this hit for you, Purple? Is there something inside of this that connects to your situation? I hope that there is. I mean, and I also certainly hope that you get a bleeping car. I hope that your Cybertruck comes very soon and that you enjoy it on all of our behalves. Now, who was I about to read before I shifted gears there? Not making a decision is a decision, it says Mars, and I could not agree more. Ooh, okay, I want to do you, Jesse Cottrell. Don't go nowhere. Let's see here. Because I was about to do, I think it was Carmen. Carmen! Are you still with us, Carmen? Carmen Gonzalez! Please come to the front of the broadcast, sweet Carmen. Thank you, JM. Oh, JM, what would I do without you? I swear to God. So, alright, Carmen Gonzalez. You want to know if your dude is going to pull the trigger. Holy smoke. Everybody wants to know whether their dude's going to come correct. Let's find out what the cards have to say about Carmen Gonzalez. And the prospect that their gentleman friend is going to ask them to be married. Oh my God. Shannon, don't go anywhere. I would love to answer that one. We have a cheater alert coming in from Shannon. Everybody buckle your safety belts. Hey, Joanne, how you doing? All right, Carmen Gonzalez, is your guy... This feels like 100% confirmation for you, Carmen. You see the king of the real world drop into your thing. If I'm asking my deck if my guy's gonna marry me, and then this card drops, I'm saying that's a yes. Carmen, congratulations on your impending marriage. Please do not forget to invite each and every one of us in the chat to the ceremony so that we can help celebrate with you no matter what. And certainly I ahead of everything will say, yes, I will be the moderating religious authority for your ceremony if you so desire. Of course I will. I'd be proud to be the priest or minister, whatever you like. And JM will take care of each and every piece of wedding stationery. We are a full service operation here as we confirm marriages left and right. Good luck, sweet Carmen, who I haven't even heard from since I did the card pull and worry that she left, perhaps. Oh my goodness gracious. I will bring the bathrobe. I will preside in the bathrobe at any wedding that you so desire. Now, I had a tarot emergency hit this, and it was, hold on, who was worried about whether their husband was cheating? God bleep it, I want to find out. No. There it is, Shannon Hendricks, 26. Get over here, Shannon Hendricks. Sweet Shannon Hendricks, 26, comes to the table. Everybody gather around Shannon Hendricks right now. Ugh. Shannon Hendricks comes forward and says, "Is my husband cheating on me? Question mark, exclamation point. Via social media? Question mark, exclamation point. Oh my God, Shannon, I'm so sorry. What is going on there? Do we have any evidence on offer, sweet Shannon? What's making you think that your legally wed partner is up here on... And which app are we talking about, sweet Shannon? Please don't tell me TikTok. Ugh. I can't imagine. Anywho, my deck nearly leapt out of my hands because it was so ready to answer this for you, Shannon. We're going to find out what the deck has to say about this situation where all of them, even Snapchat, Shannon, say it isn't, not Snapchat, Shannon. Shannon, in all seriousness, I'm really sorry that you're feeling this. This is, Mars has some information for everybody. What up, Vanessa? Yeah, Disaster Piece has their pitchfork out. We're going to we're going to just gently pitchfork a cheating husband who's on Snapchat and Reddit. Oh, boy. Cards say, well, you know, Shannon, this doesn't scream yes or no to me. It kind of does. I don't know. All right, look, I'm just going to say what it is. He's running a business, but serious at 3 a.m. Oh, God. Snapchat is common, says JM. What do I see here? I see 10 wands. What are the wands? Well, the wands are the symbol of passion, if you know what I mean. Passion. And how many wands again? 10. Is that the maximum amount of wands found? Yes. Is this a picture of a dude lifting a whole bunch of wands all at the same time? Yes. Shannon. Yeah. I don't know, Shannon. I feel like if I'm you and I'm reading this card, staring at it, I just pulled it out of the deck. I'd be tempted to read this as a massive confirmation that there's something going on. I'm sorry, Shannon. And look, I don't know. You're talking to a stranger on the internet, Queen. But, 10 wands does not bode necessarily well that your husband is not up here on each and every one of the bleeping apps. having his ego stroked, as you so delicately put it. Shannon, will you please come back and let us know how it goes as you confront your husband with each and every piece of evidence that is showing him misbehaving on the outside. Our hearts are with you, Shannon, and all of our strength is being aimed at you in this moment where it seems as though you and your husband are going to have a... And Disaster Piece says, if he's done this many times, he won't change. You deserve so much better. Amen. Amen. That's exactly the message that I want you to take from this, Shannon. You, Shannon, deserve so much better. So there. You are awesome, Shannon. Okay, now Jesse Cottrell's here. Jesse, thank you for being patient. I'm really, really grateful for your patience because I wanted to answer this question the second I saw it. Hi, Jesse. My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where I throw cards at your questions for free. A beautiful combination there. You've got the idea of massive change and evolutionary shifts that cost, and you've got the evolutionary transcendence that leads to the pearly gates of heaven. Now, Jesse, could you please let us know which artistic pursuit we are talking about? I love the pursuit of artistics, whichever direction they take us. You are asking, card from my artistic pursuit. Incoming. Here it comes, Queen. A 1. A 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4. And... ooh. Jesse, you have been presented with a very powerful member of the Major Arcana. That's right, it's card number 14. It's Temperance. It's Temperance. The Angel of Temperance is dropped in. Now, there's a million different ways you can carry this card, Jesse. You can carry this card as an expression of deepest connection to physical and mental and spiritual health, all sort of rolled into one sweet package, one sweet angelic moment or feeling. Verbally speaking, you can... In fact, I'm going to steer this toward the verbal interpretation, which is that what you have inside of this is an expression of what comes after the evolutionary shift of the Death card at 13. In the Death card, something ends, something new begins. Boom, this new energy moves directly into the arms of this angel to be re-equilibrated and re-empowered. And that's why I think that this Angel of Temperance is always associated with the alchemical turning of garbage into gold. Is there a way that you, within your artistic pursuit, can connect to this angel? Is it through the alchemical way of turning garbage to gold? Which, of course, like as a metaphorical concept, always has to do with artistic pursuit. I think that any artist worth their salt is always in some alchemical process of turning their garbage into gold. Let me know how this hits. There's a million different interpretive ways in, and each of them can be specifically applied to different things. So, Jesse, I offer this to you as a positive expression of health on some level. And you say garbage into gold is so fitting. LOL, I'm starting markets of vintage, thrift, finds, and selling my... Well, then guess what? I said it out loud, and this card confirmed it. You get in there, and ultimately this card is a deep expression of positive energy. There's also inside of that gray background the idea of making sure that you stay in deepest communication to however you hold divinity, you know, whatever that means to you, spirit, you know, to stay in communication with that and don't let that slip. And don't, for God's sakes, do not let the material world get between you and this angel, okay? You're entering into the realm of the material with your pursuit, obviously, and you're going to do great. Everybody go follow Jesse Cottrell, please, because they're about to embark on an artistic pursuit that we should all follow along in the journey of. How about that? I love following people as they embark on doing their own thing in this world in 2026, when ultimately, I feel like that's the ultimate lesson we're all going to be learning, is how to do our own thing. Jesse, this card says that you're in power, so get in there and enjoy it. Let us know how it goes. All right, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. Put your wallets away. Put your wallets away. Who here has a question for the cards? If anybody has it within them to share this broadcast with their friends, I would be appreciative. Oh, Joseph, get in here. How you doing, Joseph? Everybody say hello to Joe. Hey, Kojak, how you doing? Hi, Joe. Hey, Zaina B. Caitlin Ann, I'm not skipping you, but I thank you for popping back in. I will do you next, Caitlin Ann, I promise. But I see, first of all, I see Joe here, and I say, welcome, Joe. How you doing, Joe? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. And I'm reading your question, and it's like, what's the best direction for me to focus on for my career? It's a brass tacks question, right, Joe? What's the direction? It could be anything. Let's find out what the cards have to say, sweet Joe. Joe, how's your weekend shaping up? Are you going to have an exciting weekend? Okay, I'm going to knock that one out myself. Boop. Bye-bye, Henry Yawn. I don't know. There. Okay, bleep off. Okay, there we go. Now, Joe, what's the best direction for me to focus on my career? And Zaina B, you know I'm going to answer that question, okay? Joe, according to the cards, the best direction to pursue as you focus on your career is that which makes you bleeping happy. Joe, it's the 9 of Cups. It suggests that there is empowerment on tap, there is growth on tap, there is strength in the realm of the heart on tap, and you are asking specifically about which direction to go in. This is suggesting that you will find power in what you love. Now, is that the world's most obvious thing that anybody could say about the concept of career? Sure. But you asked a specific question and you really got a specific answer. I hope that hits, and I hope that you let us know how it goes. Joanne Lawson, you know I'm going to answer your question. Everybody say hi to Joanne Lawson, hero of Tarot Morning Wisdom. That's right, I said it. Joanne Lawson became one of the Tarot Morning Wisdom iconic heroes a few broadcasts ago for revealing that after 40 years they completely changed their life, which I find deeply brave. You're getting a general card right now, Joanne. That's right, I'm putting you right in front of the line. You're going on vacation. Shut the bleep up. You're welcome, Joe. Please come back and let us know. And Zaina B, I'm getting you next. But Joanne Lawson, wait, where are you going? Where? ... Are you going on vacation? Joanne Lawson, tell us everything. What's going on? What's going on? Where are you going on vacation to? Tahiti. Hawaii. Hey, Pookie. I gotta know. Yes, please. I know. I'm in shock. Texas? You're going to Texas? Oh my God, Joanne, I'm so excited for you. Here comes your general card, Queen. Paris, Texas? Oh man, I love your vibes, Zaina B. Let's see here. Joanne, your general card. Oh, Joanne. You've been visited by the powerful goddess of justice. What does this card end up translating to, Joanne? I don't have to tell you at this point. It's a call towards clarity, of vision, truth, and balance. But basically, at the absolute heart of this card, Zaina B, I'll get to that in a moment. You think, I don't even know how to characterize myself. A phones like me is just gonna spit his age out in front of everybody. How embarrassing. I'm 1,000 years old, Queen. You know that. Joanne, if I'm you and I'm catching this card, I am most certainly thinking about how I can navigate with absolute strength inside of a situation, equilibrium, like that is that's earned essentially. Like basically, this is Zaina B. That's remarkably close. This is the goddess of justice arrives in our world after we've achieved directionality, and when we understand that we no longer require the orthodoxies of the rule of external rules to see the correct way forward and understand what we need to do. It's a card of clarity, obviously. Like, what I don't, I'm glad you're going on vacation, and I expect you're going to have a beautiful time there. The card that you got for your general is saying eyes open, eyes clear, and keep those bleeping scales of measurement ready to be used. Let us know how it goes, Queen. And congratulations on pulling the trigger on that vacation, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. Now, Zaina B. Sweet Zaina B. Let me find you your question, Angel. Zaina B. Who you've been here before. Am I right? Am I right? Zaina B, are you new here? Hi, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where I throw cards at your questions for you. Let me reach over here to my coffee mug real fast. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, baby. Now, Zaina B asks, will me and my boyfriend Amin go on a date next... Wait a minute, Zaina B. You got all kinds of questions in this one. First of all, you have a boyfriend Amin. Congratulations. Are you going to go on a date next week? I don't know. Let's find out. And will he get you gifts? What kind of gifts are you going to get, Zaina B? Oh, French coffee, indeed, Yuffie 88, the best. Good morning, Sim. How are you doing? Now we're doing Zaina B, who's wants to know if they're going on a date. Okay. Look, first of all, your Wi-Fi has been off. I'm sorry to hear that, Zaina B. You're doing great. Oh, I'm doing beyond great, Queen. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. So, Zaina B, we're gonna just drop you into these cards, and we're gonna say, okay. Oh, now you can hear me. Good. Oh, Caitlin Ann, I'm sorry I didn't get to you. Thank you for being patient, and please come back, and we will absolutely get to you. Oh, and Teresa, I will be answering that question presently because I love to sniff out whether some dude is cheating. All right, Zaina B, here comes your... Well, interesting, Zaina B. I'm just going to let this live for you as you worry about whether you're going on a date and whether you're getting gifts as a positive answer. I'll say, sure, Zaina B, why not? Let's just let the deck give you a confirmation here and say, sure, Zaina B. Well, I saw this on the bottom and then I thought twice. There's emotional growth on this card, Zaina B. I'm not gonna not show it to you. It's there. It's the Five of Cups saying, okay, you might have to work through some disappointment here, Queen. Be sure that you're turning that garbage into gold, just like the Angel of Temperance that I just got done breaking down earlier. Is it a good thing? This is always a good thing. But it's also a call, Zaina B, for you to reach for deepest balance right now. Samantha's here. What's up, Samantha? How you doing, Queen? Reach for balance and understand. Exactly, Mars. Mars, you know this deck. You got to reach for some deep balance inside of this moment, Zaina B. I want you to get what you want, but this card is saying, like, you might have to do a little chemical work of your own here. You might have to work through a little disappointment. I don't know. You got to let us know, hon. You got to let us know. I hope you get all the gifts that you desire, sweet Queen. Are you fishing for a bleeping engagement ring in that? It's very positive energy. Very positive energy. Yes. Yes, Zaina B. I wonder what you're fishing for. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I'm always happy to see your username up here, sweet Queen. Anybody up here who is in the market for astrological insights of any kind, you do yourself a favor by reaching out to Samantha in the chat right now. Now, Samantha may not be ready to take it into full business mode yet, but we have a budding astrological master in our midst, and I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up right here and right now as I see her name hit the chat. Hi, Tandy Malala. How you doing? Okay, friends. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I'm throwing cards at your questions for free. You got a question, you put it in the chat. And, oh yes, of course, Sim is here. Hi, Sim. And was this the only other cheater question that I have currently, or are there a couple others? Well, I'm doing you right now, Sim. How you doing, Queen? Is Sahib talking to another girl and that's why he hasn't reached out since our date? That's not cheating. That's just, is this dude serious or not? Let's find out what the cards have to say about you as it pertains to Sahib. Maybe there's something there. Maybe the cards are going to push you away from it. I don't know. But one way or another, the cards are going to push you towards a sense of empowerment within yourself, Queen. All right, here we go. Is Sahib talking to another girl? And is that why he hasn't reached out since our last date? Samantha puts it a different way. Is he or isn't he a bleeping ghost? I ain't afraid of no ghosts. All right, let's see, Sim, what the cards have to say. Sahib. Oh, well, you know what? Look. I don't know, Sim. There's a million different ways I could hit this card for you, because on its surface, it's the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a positive emotional card 99 out of 100 times. It's like the card that says, oh, it's about love, love, love. Look at all this love. But you asked specifically if Sahib was talking to another girl. And what do we see here in this card? Well, yes. We see somebody talking to a girl. But thank you, Mars. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bottom of the deck, 10 wands. An excess of passion, ... question mark. Oh dear. Well, look, I mean, please, ADKD, please do not just go up to the first stranger on the internet that you meet on the world's most wholesome and family-friendly app, TikTok. Ask that question about poor Sahib with that poor under major scrutiny right now, and take my word directly as proof that Sahib is talking to another girl and that's why he hasn't reached out since your date. But if I'm you and I'm reading, yeah, okay, look, JM, the date went well, but I don't know, he's overthinking about it or what. We saw an excess of passion, and we see a direct answer to your question. That's one thing. And JM's pulling something forward. Are you all official? Don't be afraid to date around. There's always that. Oh, JC is here, and you know I'm gonna. No, not official. All right, so maybe this is simply, hey, Florida, how you doing? Thank you, Florida. Yes, JC. In a word, you're going to get your reading. Look, Queen, let us know how it goes. I want to know how it goes. You got to come back and talk to us. All right. Okay, are you ready for your general suite, JC? I miss you, JC. I'll be back soon enough, JC. Here it goes. Yes, I know you've got quite, and I'm going to definitely phrase that as you've got this election coming up, because I don't feel like I do so much anymore. Thank you, Danae. Let's see what the vibes are for you as it pertains to the upcoming election. Well, we all know that we're excited for incoming Mayor Pratt. Am I right? We excited about incoming Mayor Pratt in Los Angeles? Can't wait to find out what leadership that fine example of a person is going to offer. I'm so excited to find out what vision Mayor Pratt's going to have for the great city of Angels. Anyway, we're here to drop a card on my friend JC. Abso-bleepin' Oh! And guess what card we are finding? The Page of Cups, Queen. What does that mean? Well, first of all, we'll bleep that in terms of any election news. I don't think this applies. What we find here, my friend, is the expression within this deck of being on new ground. Thank you, Alexander G. Being on new ground emotionally. How can we find something new in the realm of love to experience? How can we find ourselves? How can we allow, better word, how can we allow ourselves to experience ourselves as joyful children in the realm of the heart? That's what's behind this card. Ultimately, as a message, I handed to you as something to carry into the weekend, as not even as a take it as a prognostication, but just go have fun. Go have fun doing something you love to do. That's one way to enjoy the Page of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, the invocation to set aside all these bleeping swords. Put the swords away for the weekend. No overthinking allowed. Only the idea of a gentle frolic in the realm of emotion. Have fun. Let me know how it goes, Queen. Drop me a line, Queen. I'll catch you all the way up. Pardon me as I cheekily show my lower half, which I try never to do. Rachel's coming back with a second question and a weird one. But look, we've got to go to Danae right now. Danae82, get over here. How you doing, Danae? Welcome to the broadcast. And Danae, thank you for pressing the fan club button, because that put an open next to your name and made it incredibly easy for me to see your question and understand. Nobody needs to see the lower half, Samantha. You know that. It's nobody's pleasure to see the lower half. All right, Danae82. We have what's amounting to like a perennial question here on Tarot Morning. But first of all, Danae82. Hi, my name is Open Phones. Welcome to the broadcast. Everybody say hello to Danae82. Hi, Danae82. Danae82 is coming here asking about, you'll never guess, whether or not they're going to get back together with their ex. Oh, Danae82, how long has it been? Hey, Patty, how you doing? We got another cheater question. Holy crap. My day's going great, DKD. How about you? What up, Alexandra? Oof, we got so many questions. Okay, Danae82, let's dance. Hey, Arthur. So, is Danae82 gonna get back together with their ex? Ugh, cards, I know. My cards are screaming at me. We don't predict things. I know, cards, you don't predict. We don't know what any dude's gonna do. Oh, I know you don't know what dudes are gonna do, cards. What can you tell Danae82 in this moment where they're wondering whether they're gonna get back together with their ex? Gator, I couldn't agree more. Thanks for offering that brilliant insight. A-Rad Ideals, how you doing? Look, it's the Emperor, Danae. It's the Emperor. What does that mean? It's time to get stable inside of yourself across all four realms that are available to you, all four of the elements, Danae. The Emperor is here to say, okay, yes, everything's unstable right now. Everything feels like it's rocking and rolling and out of balance. Well, how can we tap the brakes on all of that and stabilize ourselves? How can we create a beautiful four-cornered square within ourselves, symbolically speaking? Don't go get your magic marker and start drawing all over your chest. Four-cornered square that is peaceful and therefore easily filled with that which we wish to manifest in this world, in the emotional realm, yes, in the intellectual realm, in the realm of will and ideas, yes, in the passionate realm. What does my creativity want to bring into this world? Let's put it here. And the physical realm as well. How can I make sure that I am in perfect stability in terms of everything that touches the realm of the real? You know what I'm saying? It's a giant, like, and also on the bottom of the deck is the standard Pam. Goodbye, JC. Like, I will talk to you very soon. Is the standard Pam warning about not letting emotional paralysis bleep you up. Do not let your heart twist you in this moment into thinking that you are, like, unable to choose your next direction. Be sure that you're solving this card by first meeting within yourself and saying to you, like, I want you to literally walk up to the nearest mirror, make eye contact with yourself, and hold it until you understand that you can, until you're looking at yourself with love. All right. And look, and if you're far away from that right now, that's fine. I'm not telling you gotta like put that through the goalposts immediately, but you definitely need to take a reading there and see how far away you are. from just being able to look at yourself with perfect compassion. If you can do that and understand, okay, well, look, my number one concern here, buddy, is you, self. I love you, self. And self, I can't express to you, self, how much love I'm bringing to the table for you and compassion. This relationship turfed out. I feel like garbage. I know, self. It's so tough, self. Don't worry, self. I love you, and we're in it together, self. Then make the move toward what you want. That's the way to solve that card, all right? But meanwhile, stay in charge of your own world. Do your best to do just that. Because, like, no matter what happens with this dude or any of the bleeping dudes that get brought forward in this broadcast, and God knows there's usually a baker's dozen of winners always being shoveled forward in this thing. Like, you got to take care of you, obviously, as I enjoy it. That's right, a Perrier. Does that hit? I hope it does. Just know that I'm not talking to you from a place of judgment. I'm saying to you all of this from a realm of compassion and, like, I sympathize. You know what I'm saying? I come to you it is sparkling water, DKD. It's French sparkling water, as a matter of fact, because I am in France. Alexandra, get over here, please, Alexandra. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I don't think you've been here before. Am I wrong about that? Danae, you understand. Alexandra asks, and we've got a lot of very similar ground that we're covering in terms of marriages and whether the marriage has hit the wall. Alexandra is asking, is my marriage over with Eden? Oh, honey, I am so sorry that you're in a moment where you're staring down. It is Venus Day. Thank you, JM. Thank you. I haven't mentioned that, but yes, indeed, it is Venus Day, and we're in Venus mode. Is my marriage over with Eden? Huh? Well, Alexandra, I sense the frustration. I'm so sorry. You had typed Alexandra. Alexander. I apologize. Alexander. Is my marriage over with Eden? Jesus. What? Just tell me. One way or another. I need to know. Yes, the full moon energy is heavy. Anybody up here feeling that full moon energy banging through their life? It's hitting rather hard, is it not? I'm receiving it as a very positive force, personally. I hope everybody else is, too. But Alexander's not interested in this right now. They're saying, is my marriage over with Eden? My God. Alexander, let's find out what the cards have to say by way of advice. We're not going to prognosticate whether or not, you know, we're not going to give the deck that much power to say, yeah, buddy, it's over. No. As a matter of fact, my deck would seem to suggest that it's time to act. Now, look, this is the Ace of Wands. This is the Ace of Passion. It's the Ace of Creativity. It's creativity, procreativity, and spirituality, all rolled into one. And it is the inception energy that created the very universe, the universe self, in the metaphorical story of this deck. All right? It's the Yod in the Yod-He-Vav-He for all of my Kabbalists out there. Alexander, if you're receiving this card, asking the question, is my marriage over or what? This card, to me, is hitting as a direct piece of advice that you need to get creative, passionate, and super into the idea of starting something to, if you would desire your marriage to continue, to make it continue further, to get what you want, essentially. If you want out, this card screaming, take action. If you don't want out and instead want to rescue the marriage, the card's screaming, take action. In which realm, though? The realm of the heart? No. In the realm of passion. All right? Good luck. And please, let us know how it goes. Come back and let us know how it goes, Alex. Ander. DKD, NDK, you know I'm gonna give you a general. Kayla. How you doing, Kayla? What's the latest, Kayla? Will the full Danae, what are you saying? Will the full moon make a male make will the full moon make a male make what? Money? I don't know. Kayla, incoming. Here comes. Ooh, you're going swimming. That's exciting. Oh yeah, and then Teresa, I want to do you. Hey Adriana, how you doing, Queen? What up, Michelle Lizette? Okay, Kayla. A general for your Friday going into the full moon weekend. It's a blue moon weekend, people. Oh my goodness gracious. What does that mean? Well, for me, it means that I am sensing this energy hitting at a very intense, pitch. Is that the word? I'm dancing in the moonlight, you know what I'm saying? Kayla, your full moon weekend general for this Friday is as follows. Go frolic under the stars, Queen. And guess what? I mean, I don't have to tell you this. Kayla, it's time to celebrate yourself underneath that moon. Celebrate your authentic, beautiful, divine self. Feel every possible fiber of your being vibrate inside of that knowledge of self. The blue moon weekend, Mars says, and the following one is your birthday. Well, that's great. Boom, Kayla. Step inside of your most fearless authenticity. That is something to celebrate this weekend, and I hope you do it. All right, Queen? And look what's on the bottom. Pure love, pure love, pure love. You've got this, Kayla. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Be grateful for it. We're all here to be grateful for those moments where life is screaming yes in our face. Are we not? Are we not? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. We're throwing cards at your questions for free. Michelle, I'm staring directly at your question. You want a general right now? I'm dropping one right in here for you. And Danae asks, will the full moon make a male make horrible choices? I don't know. Crowd, what do we think? Can we get a reading here just from the chat? Danae is asking everybody here, will the full moon make a male, in particular, as opposed to a female, make horrible choices? I don't know. That's not my experience, personally, of a full moon. I don't find that I make terrible choices under a full moon. I find that if I use that as an opportunity to connect to divinity, well, I'm making the choices of my life. All right, Michelle, here it comes. Hey, Peachy Keen, what are you doing? Your general message, sweet Michelle Lizette, is as follows. You need to ground yourself in the material plane, which is the material plane starts and ends at health for me. You need to ground inside of your health. You need to ground inside of nature. Yes, you need to ground inside of money stuff if that's what's on your plate. And you need to empower yourself inside of that. You need to be the king of that realm. However that hits for you, that's your message going into this weekend. I wish you all the luck in the world. Will you please, Michelle, tell us how it goes? Thank you. It's Tarot Morning. Okay, there it is, Teresa. Teresa, everybody gather around Teresa, please. We have yet another question today. And you know, it's funny, Danae, you asked that about are there dudes out there going crazy because of this full moon? And then I have to admit, we've fielded roughly 9,000 questions about whether or not my husband/boyfriend is talking to another woman today. Passive evidence. That's not, you can't take that into a court of law. You can't take that into a court of law and point it up as a condemnation of the moon. But my goodness gracious, we have seen this question over and over today. And now it's your turn, Teresa. Are you ready? Is Jose talking to any other woman? Teresa? Teresa, is there any evidence? Do we have a shred of evidence that Jose is behaving poorly? Oh, no. Well, let's find out what the cards have to say. I'm not going to go on some mature rant that decides to convict Jose of talking to other women. Let's just see what the cards have to say. Maybe Jose's a bleeping saint. You ever think of that? I'm talking to myself mainly right there. Well, you know, this is not... I don't know. This card doesn't hit as a hard yes. but it's definitely interpretable as something positive here in terms of like whether there's action. Is he talking to another woman and I pull a magician card? I mean, why am I hesitating here? I guess because the magician is all about action, first primary go, the main big divine go of the deck. But the magician is also about spirituality at its absolute core, and therefore, it seems that like it would be weird for the deck to drop this as a negative onto a cheater. What if I do I'm going to do an Andromeda's breadbasket on you just because I'm curious. So what if this is you? All right. What is the Andromeda's breadbasket, phones? I've never heard of that. Well, I'll tell you what it is. Hold on a second, Teresa. Get over here, Teresa. What if this is you, Teresa, and you are like the magician? You're inspired. You've got all the tools on the table and you're ready to go. And then we go into card number 2. And there's Jose. Well, look, this is pushing me towards an idea that you might be torturing yourself a little bit. But okay, let's just for argument's sake say that Jose is somehow embodied inside of this 8 of Swords energy. What about the energy created between the two of you? Okay, look, yeah, this is a family energy. I think you might be getting shoved away from the Jose as cheater concept. And the manifested result is we have 2 8s in here. It's the 8 of Cups, and I'm going to read that, I think. I don't want to, I do not want to move too quickly through this, Teresa, so let me revisit this. Number 1, you. Okay. Number 2, you have empowerment here. Number 2, you see somebody who's trapped in the realm of the mind. Okay. Man, they're swords up, and they're making themselves miserable as a result. All right, I'm starting to get there. Number 3, the energy between the two of you is very, very heavy materialized, family energy. Now, usually I read this as a positive, but, I could see a way into this where it could be sensed as some form of a burden, because then the material result card hits, and it's Pamela's iteration of somebody who's moving away from the emotional known to go on an exploration of the emotional unknown. Bottom of the deck, a long, hard road. I don't feel comfortable giving you a hard up or down on this, but I would just say it might be time to ask some very direct questions, okay, to Jose about what the bleep is going on. If you feel unsure, you need to rapidly fix that so that you don't have to walk through this bleeping world in a quicksand pit of doubt about your primary relationship. That's not good. We can't have that, Teresa. Now, Rachel, get over here. I know you've been chomping at the bit because we've got more Dan info here. Come over here, Rachel. Rachel asks, is Dan wanting to meet for coffee? Oh, wait a minute. Dan wants to meet for coffee? Rachel, oh my goodness gracious. My goodness. Is Dan wanting to meet for coffee just to hang? Or is there intent to chat about our relationship issues? What do you think, Rachel? What's your read, sweet Rachel? I'm going to drop this into the deck as what's Dan after here? What's Dan after? Let's see what the deck has to say about what Dan's after in this moment, right? Well, everybody's hard to read over text unless they're being mega explicit about something. Text is the worst. All right, here we go. What's up with Dan? This card is relentless today. It won't go away. It's the star card, Rachel. I don't see this as a card reflecting very much about... Well, maybe. Okay, look, I guess I could... I know. You see me shuffling. That's what you got last time. I don't have the short-term memory to remember that. But I'll say this, Rachel. What did I say last time? Authenticity first. What did I say last time? You've got to stay absolutely true to yourself in this moment. What did I say last time? Um, Girl God's telling me to focus on me. Well, focus on you, that's right. But also, don't betray yourself, all right? Like, get together with Dan all you want. But make sure that you come correct. And like, if you want something from Dan, go out and be clear about that. And trust that your magnetic energy, as so eloquently expressed in this star card, will give you what you need, you know, if not what your brain is telling you it needs. All right? Thank you, JM. Oh, those emojis will live forever in my heart and in my imagination. How honest do I need to be? Be fully honest. You know, like, Rachel, I don't think you're serving yourself in any romantic situation by, you know, wearing masks. Right, Shells 92? Right, Pella Roja? Holy mackerel. Ask anybody in the chat, Rachel. Oh, Peli Rojo, I want to give you... Well, Rachel, I completely sympathize. Like, you're the best. Pella Roja, I know I owe you a love card, and I'm about to give it. Let me just take a quick sip of coffee over here. That's some hot coffee, Shells 92. All right, let's see here. Pella Roja 1212, welcome again. Pella Roja 1212. We're telling like basically a veritable a veritable. Wait, what's Sam say? Cut the fat and the mask. It gets to the point quicker by years sometimes. So true. Let's see here now. I'm going to Pella Roja 1212, and I think, what's her name? Karen? I forget. I apologize. Boop, 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 boop. I'm shuffling. I'm reaching into the fourth dimension for you, Pella Roja 1212. Thank you, Karen. I thought so. And I am offering to you, sweet Karen, the love read that I expect you to bring to your weekend. Are you ready? Are you set? Oh my goodness, Karen. Karen? Holy Toledo, it's the world card, Karen. Now, what does that mean? Well, this is a gargantuan symbol within this deck. It's the deck's expression of, I know, Sam. This is the expression of paradise self, all right? We're talking about heaven in the expression of the deck. We're talking about divinity on the other side of the veil. We're talking about divine perfection. Pella Roja, this is a beautiful sentiment to carry inside of your heart as you reach towards love in the coming days. Under that full moon, no less. Don't forget. But it's also interpretable as a gargantuan shift in perspective, like the shift in perspective that is available when your entire world changes, positively, importantly. And if we dip the blue moon, exactly, and if we even allowed ourselves to dip it into the shadow a little bit, all that it's suggestive of is, you know, like I don't read it for you that way. I'm not even going to do it. Pella Roja, get out there with that world energy and see what happens for you in the realm of the heart. I wish you all the luck in the world. Queen, I appreciate you too, Queen. Let us know how it goes. Let us know how it goes. Hey, Laura Peterson 353, how you doing? It's tarot morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It's tarot morning wisdom. My name is Open Phones, and I'm dropping cards on your questions for free. So, Sam, you say, since you got your deck, which wasn't long ago, you've never pulled that one. Well, you'll definitely get there. Where am I from, Pella Roja? Well, normally I'm broadcasting from the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California. But for the last month or so, even longer, I've been broadcasting from the south of France and loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it, that's right. Hey, Phil, it's been a minute. How you doing, Phil? Phil, you know you can get a card pulled. Everybody say hi to Phil. It's been a dog's age since I've seen you, Phil. Jeez. Phil, catch us up. How's it been going? Is everything... Yeah, you better believe it, Sam. Is everything Hey, Miss Tree. Oh, I'm fantastic, Phil. I was just saying I've been broadcasting from the crown jewel of the Côte d'Azur in East France for the month of May, month of late April, ever since my birthday, really. And Miss Tree, it's great to see your name here. Thank you for sharing, Laura Peterson. Phil, pony up to the tarot bar, Phil. It's time to get your card. It's your first card in a while. Thank you. I missed. Oh, it was you, Mystery. Thank you. Okay, Phil, here it comes. It's the card that's going to send you into this weekend, Phil. Are you ready? Are you set? It's the card that's going to salute you under the full moon. Oh, Phil, never mind. My deck is gesturing you towards the realm of the mind and saying, Phil, is there some work that needs to be done right now in the realm of the mind? Are we having a little anxiety, Phil? Are we letting our brain run away with ourselves, Phil? What's going on over there, Phil? Is there something in the realm of intellect that's causing a bit of havoc in this moment? Why is this 9 of Swords suddenly appearing before our eyes, Maybe. Well, Phil, I sense a lot of heft in that maybe. One way or another, whenever you see this card, sweet Phil, you know that this deck is saying to you, Phil, it might be time. Yes, you're stressed out. Or it might be time to take this weekend, for instance, and find ways to, well, yes, Yaffy82 is like, have a stiff drink. I don't know, as somebody who doesn't drink anymore, maybe you don't have to do quite that. Hey, Christina, how you doing? But one way or another, find a way to soothe these swords. Remember that the only correct amount of swords, according to Pamela, is a single sword. The sword of truth. If you're in the 9s, you're in the realm of effort. You're in the realm of the hermit, which if you're desperately seeking deepest wisdom, Phil, yeah, go for it. That's what this card could point you towards. But I'm just going to say, like, if it's just dropping as an anxiety card, I would read this as, like, an invocation to reach for peace. Phil, reach for peace in the realm of the brains. Remember that, like, unparented swords are the enemy of us all. Having a brain filled with unparented swords is basically paper cut central, right, Miss Tree? You're just chopping the living bleep out of yourself every which way but loose. You don't want that. It's not productive. Find a way to have fun in the realm of the heart, Phil. Go find a way to have fun in the realm of the heart. I think that's what's up. That feels like a good place to bring it. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody stop. We got a little problem here in the form of poor Jamie Lynn. Sweet Jamie Lynn, get over here. Now, Jamie Lynn, first of all, I think this is your first visit here, if I'm sensing that accurately. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Open Phones. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I throw cards at your questions for free, and whenever I see a question like this, and I sense that we can gather around someone and offer them our support as a strange virtual family here on the world's most wholesome and friendly app, TikTok. I want to take the opportunity to do it. Jamie Lynn says, I just got a big surgery. Could you tell me if this is the peak of my pain? Oh my God, I am so sorry, sweet Jamie Lynn, that you're suffering right now. Sweet Jamie Lynn. Everybody gather around Jamie Lynn. Physical pain is torture. You better believe it. Jamie Lynn, you got upper jaw surgery. Queen. I'm so sorry. Well, let's just throw you a card and find out what it has to say about your situation. I know you're probably not in any need of, like advice on how to medically deal with your situation. Let's just see what the cards have to offer you, hopefully by way of comfort. But let us all stand here and offer our comfort to you. My goodness gracious. And we're with you, Queen. Agonizing. Cards say, cards confirm, Jamie Lynn. Like you ask, is this going to be the peak of your pain? I don't know if this card specifically screams yes to this, but it confirms that you are on the right path. You're on the right path, Queen. You're going towards the place of healing. It's happening right now. The thing of it is, when it's in the Hanged Man energy, it's, and again, I'm not telling you a thing you don't already know as you experience it. You gotta gut it out. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're like basically building towards the moment where you go over the, you know, where you peak at crescendo and move towards, like, hopefully, like, the absence of pain. You're 3 days in. All that, if I'm you and I'm seeing this Hanged Man, I'm seeing the deck confirm. Yeah, I know it sucks, but trust me, you're going where you need to go. And if that's a way for you to confirm, and look, the deck is sending you love. Even the deck is opening its heart to you and saying, oh, we love you, Jamie Lynn. You're gonna be okay, Queen. Jamie Lynn, will you please come back and let us know how it's going? We'll be back on Monday. I just want you to know that we're all with you, and I hate the fact that you're suffering right now. I hope that that suffering ends as soon as possible. Now, all of that said, thank you, Jamie Lynn. We're with you. Hi, Mary Ellen. How you doing? Laura Peterson 353. You've been so patient, and we're coming down to the end of the broadcast, friends. It's been 3 hours. Your buddy Phones is going to go towel off after this. That's right. Not before throwing one more communal card, so don't just run out the door. Don't run out the door. There's still one more card for everybody. Don't forget. But I'm going to get to you, Laura, because you've been so patient. And you've called this Friday lovely, which is an accurate statement. I'm sorry you've been so stressed, though. Sorry you've been stressed. It's a stressful era, is it not, Laura? Oh, Adriana, thank you. And yes, you will. Thank you for hanging out, Adriana. You know I love you. I love you. Okay, Laura Peterson 353. What are the cards going to tell you by way of advice as you have... Oh, my goodness gracious. Laura, you caught the tower here. Now, what does that mean? It means... That's right, Mars. It means that you are being beckoned directly into the thing that is stressing you out, all right? This is the deck saying something to you about a necessity to face up to it and live through it. And basically, you got to pull your way into the growth that you're in inside of that stress. And if anything, when I'm catching this card, and I've lived in this building for many months recently, I can promise you it's doable. It's roomier than you think in there until it isn't. And then when you run out of room, that's when it collapses. This collapse is leading to a better place. That's the utterly important thing to pull out of this card, Laura. When you're inside of this energy, yes, it's difficult. It's maybe the most difficult expression of difficulty available inside the deck. But that means that the reward is concomitantly valuable and positive. You're heading towards the star card. You're heading towards the better place. It's there to be earned. I just want you to know that we are with you. Again, that was my room. The one with the flames coming out of it. Everybody needs to spend time in this card unless they want to stagnate and die. All right? This is the card of walking through life, okay? Let the tower collapse around you and understand that you are more than strong enough. Yeah, you're not dealing with it for nothing. Trust it. Like, if you're inside this card, it's because you're really earning something special. And that's my direct experience of this card. Like, when you're inside of it and you survive it, you've earned something incredibly valuable. And it's not just quote unquote lessons. All right? It's something about you can change in the surviving of this card. And I'm offering that to you in this moment where you're stressed out. Come back and let us know how it goes, sweet Laura. And I wish you all the luck in the world. With 5 minutes to go before the 3-hour mark, Miss Tree, I'm not going to abandon you. And I think I missed you last time, Miss Tree. Do you need a card before I roll? I think you might. I'm going to shuffle as though you do. I'm not back in Southern California. I am still living it up in the south of France. Okay, good, Miss Tree. I didn't want to. I know I did not catch you last time, and I would hate to miss you again. Friend of the broadcast that you are. Are you ready for your card of the weekend? Sweet mystery. Get ready. Oh, Samantha, if only that were legally possible. Sadly, if one is to continue down my chosen road, one must report directly to, yes, Los Angeles. For a little bit of bureaucracy, that's all. Nothing that the boy can't handle. Nothing that the boy can't handle. All right, here we go, Miss Tree. Are you ready? Ooh, Miss Tree. Your card of the weekend has to do with swords. It's the Seven of Swords. Now, like, obviously, like, if we pull away from the artwork, we can just know that the number 7 is pulling us towards directionality, the charioteer's ability to decide where the charioteer is guiding their fate, their destiny, their existence. If you see 7 swords in this deck, often what is pointing up to you is, yes, a necessity to choose direction, and also a lesson available about, like sort of the fruitlessness, ultimately, of attempting to outsmart a situation by creating inauthenticity. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. Maybe this is a card that's going to point some of that up for you in case it's happening around you, so that you can be on the lookout for it. Just remember that this person, even with the best of intentions, like trying to create a reality that is aimed at the best intention, is harming themselves in the doing of it. They're cutting the living bleep out of their hands. Ouch. Don't allow that to happen to you. Nobody will allow that to happen to themselves. Remember that ultimately, as kind of inconvenient as it can be in any given moment, that the accurate truth is usually your friend. Again, nothing I don't have to tell you, Mystery. You already know all those lessons. Take it to the bank. That's the card you got. I hope that your weekend is wonderful regardless. Now, it's finally time for our final communal card of the session as we round the corner into the third hour, and as my voice begs me to cease speaking. Don't grab this weekend by the blaze. And Mars, I love everything that you bring to the table up here. Thank you for your presence. I truly am appreciative of you and every single one of you. Thank you, friends, for making it such a fun and supportive environment. I am grateful for each and every one. And JM, Jesus Christ, thank you for the assist. Thank you for being the employee of the week, month, and year. Disaster Piece, I can't wait to catch up with you. You're awesome. I don't have to tell you that. You already know it. Good luck with that puppy, by the way. Holy smoke. Look, puppies are fun. We all know it. We all know it. Here comes our final card of the session, and I'll remind everybody gently that this is my Tarot Morning Wisdom card of the day as well. I will spin this out into a 13-card Solomon spread of my own as soon as we're done here. Get ready. Get set. Good morning, Sia. You're catching us right in time for the last communal card of the session. I hope you have a great weekend, Sia. You too, Mary Ellen. Final card of the session is... Ooh, Queen of Wands energy, friends. I accept. Queen of Creativity on full display. How can you sit inside of your fiery realm as the queen and be in full reception of every fiery, creative, procreative, and spiritual impulse that comes your way under this gorgeous full moon? Everybody have the best full moon weekend. It's the blue moon. My Instagram astrology slurry is telling me that this one's important, but guess what? They tell me that each and every one of them is important, but that this one is like somehow super, super rare and positive. I don't know. But do you think I'm going to be under that moon howling like everybody else? You better believe it. So I welcome you to that. Enjoy it. And live, laugh, love the blue moon. Amen, amen, amen. Everybody have the best weekend, the safest and most satisfying weekend you possibly can. I love each and every one of you. Thank you. I'm here if you need me. You want to reach out and ask questions, get a private reading, whatever. I'm here for it. Kisses. I will see you on Monday, if not before. And have a great weekend, guys. See you in June. Oh, yeah, and I'll solve that Patreon problem. Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing. I'll deal with the Patreon. If you're interested in the Patreon, the link will be there in probably 5 bleeping minutes. Mwah. Bye, friends.